Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Saturday. So glad you're with us. And happy holiday season, too. We're so glad you're spending a little bit of time with us, especially when we have such an incredible event for you like our Buy to 25 vault clearance. It's an exciting time of year where we get to clear out everything in the vaults to make new or make room for the brand new, because New Year is coming up before you know it. And obviously we're not skipping the holiday season, but it's also a great time to get pieces for the holiday season, for gift giving, or whatever you need, maybe just a treat yourself moment as well. There's certainly not a better time to pick up value. So we're excited to have you with us as we continue. 10% off everything we have in the inventory. You can make requests, and I hope you will, throughout the show. We've got some very, very special ideas for you today. It's quite the show. And I did mention last night, if you were with me, we do have a very exciting debut. Actually, this is not just about clearance and pieces you've seen before, but actually a big debut moment for you where we're going to see our white diamond band. This is the double row. We've previously brought you with black and white diamonds. We're going to bring it in all white diamonds here today. Very excited about that, so stay with me for that. And it's one of our big top of the hours. We also have a new Moonstone today. So we've got new Moonstone, new tanzanite, quite a few new pieces on the way in addition to our favorites from the vault. So it's an exciting time to be with us and shop whatever you need. There is also a new sphene as well. So we're excited to have you. Again, give us requests if you've got them. There's a tanzanite specialty wheel as well, pendants that are fancy cuts, also on the way, all about 4 carats, so a really good size. They're super affordable. So great for gifting. Most everything is going to stay as is as far as gold color. So what that also gives you the opportunity to do is get it right out. We can get it right out to you usually in a couple of days. Pieces can ship on Monday, even with sizing, which we're still offering for free. Shipping is still for free as well. So a lot of great ideas there. All right, so we ready to get started? I've got quite the piece to start with. I just thought out of everything I have in front of me, this has got to be our biggest value of the day. So we want to start with it to reward those of you who are obviously ready to go. Early birds know. You guys understand. The values are here. So we are so excited to bring you 11290. Actually, oh, this is a 111 number. So that's a big reason why. And the light. I just turned it on. I was running. It was amazing I was even here because I was running over to turn this back on. So I don't know if it's going to stay on today, but here's the thing. Either way, we've got one of the prettiest stones here I think we do in Tourmalines. It's a Congolese gorgeous mix of tones. This is a little different. So not just one color, but multiple colors in tourmaline coming together as you see. So it's like peachy, golden, pinky, a little bit of champagne tones as well. It's just really pretty, isn't it? Sometimes you get a really pretty stone in tourmaline because there's a lot of different colors at work and at play. This is definitely one of them for you. So excited about 1119256, and it's going to be a one only. So we're starting with it because used to be about $4,500. Well, today, very different. So I'm excited about this one. I hope you're excited for the big values. It's a Saturday well spent, that's for sure. And we've got a great way to get your favorites in amazing jewelry. I'm telling you, you will love the values. That's what we do. Best prices possible. If anything does stick around in this event, it gets melted down to help make jewelry more affordable in the new year, which is kind of exciting as well, right? Because we're all looking forward to some new. I know we are. And this is where you've got, of course, that beautiful stone with that rarity of multiple colors, big size at 894, 46 points in the diamonds. They're on the sides. This is going to stay in the yellow gold. Now, reason we're starting with it is it's incredibly affordable for what this is. It's a very, very unique stone. And again, Tony, we might as well just iris up now because that light, I cannot possibly run back and forth all day. But I will tell you right now, we are looking at a great look with this $44.99 piece, and we'll send it on out for a better value. And again, if you have requests, get those in. I know we're already getting some, and that's good to see. If it is something that's here, listen, if it's something that's already sold out, usually and hopefully we can find something rather similar for you. So that's exciting too. So, you know, feel free to get those requests, any and all. There's really, you know, it's like there's, you know, they say there's no stupid question. There's no bad request. There's no silly request either. We have such a vast inventory and it's all accessible here today, every last bit. So really excited to bring you the values we've got. This one's going to be under $2,000 though, and I'm going to try it on for you. And again, big top of the hour coming up in that new band that we're going to see. We've got specialty pieces really all throughout the day. Here's what it looks like. And again, you're seeing it in a slightly different light now. So you're going to see different types of colors every time you get a different perspective on it as well. So that's important. And you can see peachy, golden, pinks. It's almost a chameleon-like stone in that different lights are going to produce a little different color every time. So it's a really special blend. You know the tourmalines come in a lot of different colors, but it doesn't have to be just one color. And we're doing better than $19.99. This is a 10% off sale. But of course, I get the privilege of discounting everything first. So it is like, again, multiple values, all different types of values. We're bringing all kinds of discounts, really making sure that these pieces, really all of them, are intended to go. Every last piece should go out the door. So how about this one instead of 19, 18, even $17.99? That's an awfully big stone and a rarity, of course, and yet we're going to bring it on down to an even better value than $1,777. My goodness, you got to wonder, is this real life when we've got pieces this good, specialty ideas, looks of that are just like what would cost you a true fortune anywhere else in the world, and we're so privileged to bring you these values. I'll bring it down to $1,699. Then you get your extra 10% off, and of course for that 9-carat stone, pretty impressive when it has the amazing color it does. That'll actually be down to $1,529 for you if you'd like to get it. We have some gorgeous ruby earrings. Do we ever? Ruby drops. We got a turquoise piece as well, some Sleeping Beauty. Boulder opal is here. Blue zircons, I got a couple good ones today. And the biggest and best of our tanzanite rounds are also here on the show. So we're going to see some really incredible pieces all throughout the day. And again, let me know if there's anything you would like to see sooner rather than later, because we value your precious time. We know this is a busy time of year. Everybody's on the go. And so if you get some time to hang with us and just sit back and relax for a bit, maybe get a little respite from the holiday madness, this is the time to let us know what you'd like to see so we can go ahead and show it to you. So don't feel like you even need to invest all 3 hours into any show without seeing what you want, okay? So here's what we've got to do. We've got to show this really cool. This is kind of like a little precursor to our wave design that we're going to see a little later, but it's all patriotic because it has the red, white, and blue. So I think that naturally, just as, you know, as folks that, you know, live in the U.S. and maybe proud, right? This is where you think of that red, white, and blue, almost like a beautiful flag waving in the wind of sorts here. It's going to be 1119830, and it's all 18 karat gold. So here's one of those things where obviously the ring's beautiful. The ring's got some symbolism and some meaning. However, if you wanted to just get this for the gold, it would be well worth your while because it's a lot of 18 karat gold. It's essentially 3 rings in one, but all put together to give you a wider wave style band and to give you your gorgeous rubies that are diamond cut. The sapphires are the same, and then of course the diamonds running right through the middle. So really outstanding, but 63 points overall. You've got the 18 karat gold. I'll try it on. Easy to wear, stays in the white gold. We're going to still size it for you. Take a look at this on, and maybe that subtle nod, because when we talk about patriotic pieces, sometimes they are literal flags or eagles, and nothing wrong with that. I've seen heart shapes done where we have the heart shapes done in the red, white, and blue, but this is just, again, simple nod. If you had something like it, you could stack it with it as well because of the little notched ends here. So you could think about puzzle piecing it together as a stackable, and we've got an incredible value, and it would be worth it if you were just melting down gold, which is what we would do if it lasts past the show, is melt it down. Everything is going to be repurposed in some way, shape, or form, whether that's going to be giving you that big value to send out to you as a finished piece that you love, or whether it's perhaps, again, we melt it down and make jewelry more affordable going forward, because how are you going to make new jewelry affordable? Well, we've got a way. And as the manufacturer of our own jewelry, we can do that. So anything that you don't like at these types of values, we just say, okay, that's been given its fair share of time. Let's melt it on down and make values going forward. So that's what we're doing. And this one's going to be actually better than $9.99. We'll take it on down, and think about, for anybody who really loves to, you know, we talk about wearing your heart on your sleeve. What about wearing your patriotic pride on your sleeve, or in this case, on your finger? It's a beautiful way to go, and we're so excited. So here we are, okay? We're ready. We've got an amazing value. Let's do it. I've got it for, you know what, $777 instead, because then I love that it's going to be down to $699. So good morning, everybody. Glad you're with us. Hey, everybody checking in online. It's so nice to, you know, online's nice because we get to know who's with us, and that's awfully nice when you choose to say a little good morning wish. And thank you guys for being with us. It is a special morning, and we've got all kinds of fabulous ideas. And here we go. So that's going to be $699, one only there. Pretty much what I've got today. Let me see. I've got the exception would be our brand new diamond wave band, but other than that, one onlys abound today. It's usual. I mean, that's pretty typical with everything we clear out of the vaults for you. So keep that in mind. All right, so let's move on. We've got a really special, I've got these gorgeous earrings, and these are really a must-see. You know, I say ruby drop earring, and I think of certain styles I've had here in the past that are, you know, tens of thousands of dollars, $5,000. You know, usually when you get rubies and diamonds in an earring, that's where they're going to be. And that includes typically a really, really special bigger stone. Now, these are incredible because they're all diamond cut rounds, but look at how they graduate up in size as they go down to the very base of the oval. This is going to be 112, 66, 72. It's a drop. These remind me, and you can tell if you were with me last night, you know that there was I think they're still actually here, by the way. And so I know jewelers just arriving. So, you know, melting from last night hasn't begun just yet, but it's going to be in progress during the show here because we are basically, this is the time of year when you're working around the clock here when you're in our business. So we all are, and we're all excited to do that for you to get out pieces to you faster than ever before. But when you take a look at this gorgeous ruby piece, it's actually the link style that we saw turquoise versions of last night. So if you want to get those turquoise drop earrings we had last night, I think they're still here, but here's where you're getting 99 points of ruby. Then the diamond link. This is kind of opposite of what we saw last night. The links that were connecting the ovals were actually diamonds. Here it's opposite. It's going to be the diamond link and the ruby link connected by mirror polished bars, if you will. It's a post and butterfly back. There's a great link to them. They're yellow gold only, and come on in because these are super affordable. And there's been a lot of, I remember over the years, I mean, there's certain things that obviously stand out when you do this every day, and you know, some things are really memorable, and usually I can remember pretty much every single, you know, shopper and, you know, caller and requester and all of that. But what's so fascinating is that usually when we're talking about a ruby earring like this, they're usually so much money and everybody has to hang up and is disappointed that they're not going to get the ruby of a lifetime because they're concerned that, oh my gosh, I don't want to spend $6,000, $7,000 on one pair of earrings. So here's where you can finally get that affordable version of a ruby, get something really important, still with that drop. Let me show you the length because it's not too overwhelming. I don't think there's anything too lengthy or, you know, it's not that big chandelier, although it's got that great drape to it. So let's show you the measurement is going to be from top to bottom. It is 1.25 inches, actually maybe a touch more than that, just a little bit over. I'll show you from that perspective. It might be a little easier to see. So yeah, we'll call it 1.25 inches. Post and butterflies, I've got one fabulous value for you, and I'm going to take my earring off, put one on for you. I don't have the backings out here, but it'll be fine. I'll be able to do my balancing act and we'll show you what they look like on because that's going to be the best way. But seriously, if you need a value, they're not $49.99, and rubies and diamonds and drops and gold and everything. I mean, it just gives you such a great look. Take a look at them on here just to get an idea. I know that I don't have a backing on, so forgive me. They're not out here, but you can see that just kind of at least kind of hanging out there, literally hanging out and hanging on for dear life, just to see the length that they're going to give you hitting right below the jawline there. Okay, so we're going to do better than $49.99. We'll go on back close up and give you an idea here of what we can do to make everybody's day in rubies and diamonds, and go ahead and send them on out for only, how about this? Yellow gold only. They can go right out on Monday. Let's make them $999 instead when they are solid gold and that inch plus in length. You cannot get a better value than that in rubies, diamonds, and gold. I think that can be said for just about anywhere. I mean, you can really, I mean, that would be a gold plating price maybe, but not even with real stones. So the fact that all of these stones, natural and best of the best, Burma is our ruby origin of choice because, well, they're the best in the world as well. And so to get all of that detail, all of that incredible matching, I mean, that's also something we do need to tout here, is the matching you get in the rubies. It's not easy to do, actually. And the fact that they're glowing like they're red diamonds. But this is, again, $8.99 at checkout if you'd like a pair. Don't forget about the pieces we started with earlier, that gorgeous golden pinky. It's like a peach. It really is. Like, think of like a fresh, juicy peach you would have on a summer day. I know it's not summertime, but you can imagine that, right? And there was that tourmaline. Then we also had that great 18 karat gold band. That actually wouldn't look bad with the ruby earrings we're seeing here. So your choice of, but again, dial in early in one of a kinds, going out the door as quickly as we can just say vault clearance, because this is what it's all about. Best values of the year, and we have saved it all. I mean, this is time where everything's like, nothing's off limits. Last night, you know, I brought a big 660 diamond ring. That was pretty fabulous. You don't see that every day. And then what else? else? We had that big, remember that paraiba? Some of our big museum pieces still here. If you're thinking about really doing something special for yourself for the holiday season, a treat yourself moment, listen, you got the biggest savings and biggest values during this event. So take full advantage of it, okay? So we're gonna move right along, $9.99 on that one. I hope you'll call me because $8.99 is a great value on those rubies. And then we've got some Boulder opal here for you as well. That's really fabulous. It's a Boulder opal, which is going to look, and well, it's still Australian, but let me show you here what we have. It's this, and this will actually be where we're so proud to have no light here because this is going to be a good one where it doesn't need a lot of light. Go ahead, Jason. Are you talking about the earrings, perhaps? Oh, we were just discussing them. You'd like them? Okay, I'll show them in just a minute. I'm holding this pendant, so I got to go run across that. But here we go with 1125954. We will re-show them for you in just a minute. Here's our platinum piece, and I'll get this one out the door quickly, I promise. It's a big, chunky platinum pendant. It's got that gorgeous, kind of a bit of a free form because it's not a perfectly symmetrical pear shape. And then it's got some really nice sized diamonds as well. You can see actually different clusters of diamonds, some individual larger diamonds. That's a 388 Boulder opal out of Australia. And of course, you've got the 31 points, then lots of platinum. There's the back of your opal. So the Boulder opals always have a little different look in the back, don't they? And you see that kind of, they don't polish it, but it's a little different look. And what we have is reds there, reds, yellows, oranges still at the base of the stone. The blues and the greens are really standing out. That one's going to be under $42.99. And then let me know, continue to call on all the previous items because they go out, you know, all throughout the day here. So want to make sure you get in on the values before they're gone to somebody else. But this is a huge piece. Take a look at it from a distance away. And it's got that weight that you expect with platinum because platinum itself is so dense. So you have a nice bold feel from your Boulder opal, and that's also thanks to the bold presence of the platinum metal. There it is at 1.25 inches or so, maybe a tad bit more, and then we'll show it on the neckline as well, give you an idea of what that looks like. Boy, that's another great piece. Opals they look good with everything, don't they? They always do, and yet they bring out whatever colors you want to see in that outfit on that day. So really pretty glow to that stone. We're going to go back on up close and get you a great value here and send it on out. Let's do something crazy here. $1,299. I'll go grab those earrings from last night that are requested, and then we'll keep on moving with our new zircon coming up as well. We have two new ones. We've got a massive one. We have a massive, massive, massive 15-karat zircon. It's incredible. Then we also have a carat 90. So we'll get you two different sizes of blue zircons on the way, and that one's $11.69 if you would like it. And then are you going to skip the turquoise earrings, or they just want to see them again? You got it. Did they already pick them up? You got it. Who was that? Oh, Nami, yeah, that's usually pronounced Nami, yeah. Oh, thank you, wonderful. All right, so we'll get them for it. So just again, forgive me, I'm kind of chained to the set at the moment. Got to go run across and get the box from last night. But here it is, $12.99. All right, so let me put up a great ring for you as we proceed. Yes. Oh, thank you. All right, so here's our blue zircon. Look at this, wow. So I don't know about you, but blue zircons, if you've kind of paid particular attention to them, they can be everywhere from really a deep, deep blue to a more turquoisey blue. And the more turquoisey blues, when it's achieved, you see more of I feel like there's a paraiba resemblance actually to the more turquoise stones. And this really is that turquoise level. So a really special stone, of course, in the trillion cut, which is amazing. Item number on this one is going to be 1128450. And it is a special look, is it not? I mean, this is really gorgeous. So it's a trillion cut. It's that, I mean, if you had a paraiba that color, it would be considered the world's ideal of that particular stone because it's really that turquoisey, what we call that Windex blue is actually how we describe it. So you have that here with 1128450. It's our 1 carat 90. It has 69 points in the diamonds as well, which are all going to be in the really classic halo, but it's a double halo. And you get a little split shank as well. I just want to show these really quickly for Amy, who already picked them up. Here are the turquoise earrings that I was referring to from the same designer as the rubies that we just had a few minutes ago. So there's that turquoise drop that she picked up, diamonds up front, then the turquoise, then the other turquoise, but also all the front links here are faced in diamonds. So you've got that as well. So that was item number, again, 1123016. So just a little reminder, they're already sold, but they were that great link style drop. Boy, something about those links. Links are so popular. And still with that great drop, which we're going to be about 1 3/4 inches. So thank you, Namie, for picking those up in yellow gold. They will be right out to you. Now we'll go back to our gorgeous turquoise, which again, look at that. There was the turquoise Sleeping Beauty variety. Now the match in a faceted stone, not a cabochon, but a faceted stone, where it really shows you that incredible match that you have. So what we're going to do is simple, easy, make it affordable. There is only one. And this is where, again, got to dial in early. Let me show it to you on the hand here. We're actually going to change the gold color too. So it's a little more atypical to see a trillion cut blue zircon, which we have here. So a little different to see that, very unusual, and love that cut because obviously taking a bright stone anyways and allowing it to really show off and be even brighter with that cutting. So that's extremely important. Plus you have this incredible value that is going to be less than $2,000 on a zircon when not a lot of zircons do. We're going to go back up close and show it to you again because we want to see jewelry. We want to see beauty. We want to see rarity. Really, this encompasses all of that in one fabulous ring, and yet it's going to be even better. Even better than that $19.99 I mentioned. It's going to go a lot lower than that. So get ready on the phone lines, and a lot of diamond weight and any gold. So you know the zircon looks good in anything, especially the white and the yellow would be a really particularly important way to go on the zircon. I think that would be just stunning either way. Actually, I think, no, my other blue zircon is also in white gold. So, and I also have some blue zircon earrings today too. So we're really well equipped in the zircon family today, but this one's going to be our most affordable way by far to get it home, and it's going to be under 19. Let's actually take it even lower. How about $1,499 on this one? $1,499 turns it into $1,349 instead. And then we do have one turquoise necklace. I've got a brand new Kunzite pendant. We're going to see one huge black diamond, one multicolored sapphire bracelet. Haven't the bracelets lately been incredible? We've seen probably our best values with our bracelets of late. They've been flying. Sold out of every bracelet I had last night, and there were quite a few of them. So really excited to bring you yet another bracelet. I've been kind of really seeking out any bracelets in particular just to bring out those values for you. So very excited about a multicolored sapphire bracelet that we'll have today. And if that sounds good, well, you won't have to wait long. It's going to be coming up next. So we'll bring that out for you. But again, anything you want to see, you got to get requests in, and then we're all waiting for that big top of the hour with our new band, our S curve in that band. We've done it with the black and the white diamonds before, but we're going to bring it to you today in all white diamonds, which I think is going to be even more popular, and yet it still stacks really, really well. So let's get to our bracelet. If you'd like that one, it's $13.49, and then we're on our way with this stunning, oh, this bracelet is everything. It's 111, so there's your hint. And this is the only way it could be that the affordability it's going to be is because it was made so many years ago. Here's what it looks like. This is the, first of all, I think we're only, well, seeing 3 sapphires right now, and there are more, but how rich and gorgeous are each of these sapphires, which every single one of them throughout the bracelet will be an unheated, untraded sapphire. Very unusual. It's 1115238. We're going to walk you through them. So this is a little bow designed for the link. So why do a basic link when we can do the bow? So very feminine, very girly, very designer. We've got a hot pink, a chartreuse, that's kind of a green golden. Then we have our royal blue, our purple, another, look at that, that's more of a green blue. And then we've got the cornflower blue. Again, note the difference between a royal blue and the cornflower blue. And then every single link is going to have a diamond bezel set in the middle of your bow. And then we'll show it on the wrist here. It is a 7-inch bracelet, or let me double check, 7 1/4 is what I measured last time. So I'll double check that. Look how pretty that is. Ooh la la. So really stunning to see that kind of look. And of course, there's really, I'll show you the whole piece because with those stones, there are 6 of them. So you can see they're going to be around about 3/4 of the length of the bracelet. And really when it's fastened, and it's an insert closure with a double figure 8 safety, it's going to sit with those sapphires right up top where they need to be. So always shown beautifully. It does stay in the white gold. It's an old item number, so that's going to really serve you well from a value standpoint here. But we're so proud. Again, bracelets have been where it is at. So keep that in mind as we know it's going to go. And there is only one, so like everything else, that's why it is so key. A lot of people have asked me during this event so far, why is it that I'm calling in and missing out? Why do I call in and miss out? Why do I call in and miss out? Because there are a lot of other people calling in as well, and that's the kind of the key here. And they are one of a kind. When I tell you it's a one of a kind, it's a one of a kind. Yes. Thank you on the blue zircon. Congratulations on that one. So here's what we're going to do on the bracelet. One only, nobody's dialed in yet for this one. So you may have a really nice little head start here if you want to already think about value, value, value. I know solid gold links like this isn't a lightweight bracelet either. It's not a little baby tinny bracelet. You know what I mean? Like tinny, where a lot of like lightweight, barely there, just kind of feels like threads of gold instead of a nice heavy chunky style like what we want to see. If you're setting all those sapphires 335 worth, you want it in something pronounced and important. That's what you've got. If you're setting diamonds, look at those big bezels. There may not be, it's not a huge diamond weight, but they are bigger individual stones. So that's impressive. And yet all of this that should be $4,999 way back when it was first made, which was years and years and years ago. And yet it is not going to be even close to that. The very first caller, and you do want to be quick on this one, please. Please do, please do, please do. What can I say? It's one of those that's going to go every bracelet lately has, with usually a line of shoppers behind the one caller that gets it. So let's make this happen for you and do a lot better for you than even 49 or 39 or even 29. It's only $19.99, and yet all those sapphires unheated. That's a huge key to that particular piece, because they're all different. They're all 6 stones are unusual colors here. They're different colors, but again, and that's probably why when you're really up close, you're seeing one little inclusion with the blue, only at an angle, right? That's one little inclusion on the blue, because the heating process is actually what usually burns off any inclusions, and yet these didn't really need it, right? There's nothing visually with the naked eye you're going to see. And look again, there's the cornflower, the blue green, the true purple, the royal blue, and then the chartreuse and the hot pink. And the colors all look fabulous. And what aren't you going to wear that with? It goes with everything. So I think Jason may have that one. It stays in the white gold. I was going to double check the length here really quickly, because it's just always good to check, because you just never know. So they sometimes even seem to like shrink and grow in the vault. It is 7 1/4. So if that, it's even nice. Most of our standard bracelets are more like a 7. So nice that you get that little extra length. If that gives you a little more drape that you like in a bracelet, it's a good way to go. So that'll be $17.99 only. Let me know if you like that one. And then we've got, okay, zircon earrings are here. I do have a brand new tanzanite. It's trillion cut. And then we'll see an emerald cut later. And then we do have our top of the hour, our new band. Plus there's a little heart-shaped yellow diamond deal that I wanted to put together for you that might be a great gifting moment for everybody who's doing a little holiday shopping, because, well, we don't have that much time left. That's our new design. Look at that. Brand new mounting for that tanzanite. So that's going to be here. Oh, and speaking of heart shapes and unusual cuts, trillions, heart shapes, etc. We have a lot of gifting when it comes to heart shapes. Look at this new one. And it kind of looks like a mix of those sapphire colors of the purple and the pink, but instead, even more rare than sapphire. That was a copper-bearing purple paraiba. So very excited to bring that to you as well. The bracelet, okay, first bracelet that's going to stay here in a long time. All right, that one's here if you'd like it. Let's show you the black diamond, because it's our only large black diamond in the house. It's 1128630, and a black diamond in a massive 4-carat size. Yep, 408 on this one, and can change the gold on this one too. So yellow, white, rose, because actually black diamonds look good in everything. So you can change that up if you'd like to. 408 is the center stone, but you also get 77 points in the diamonds around it. That's a double halo. It's a split shank. It looks great. It just looks great, and it's huge. There aren't a lot of occasions where you're going to find about 5 carats in diamonds in one ring, and the last time I had 5 carats in diamonds in one ring, it was an all diamond ring in 18 karat gold, and it was about $7,000, and it's still hanging out here. This one's going to be a lot more affordable because, well, this is chic. It really is, and I think there's a lot of us that could appreciate having something in black and white in the jewelry collection, because that's what a lot of times we're wearing. Neutral colors, basics that aren't often found in the gem world. That's the key. I mean, a lot of times if you want to go with the black and the white, you're going with enameling. You're going with different ideas like that. It's kind of fresh to see something in black diamonds. They've had their pop cultural phenomenon moments, and they still continue to be very popular to this day. Here's what it looks like on the hand, just to see what that's all about. Side to side diamonds looking great, but you can see it's also a really fine black diamond. There's always going to be that opacity to a black diamond, but you want a great sheen sheen and luster, and that's what this stone has. But it's also going to be, well, another $59.99 piece, and we've seen many of them in this event that's going to come way, way down in price for you. Here it is again, close up, and it's going to be, again, change the gold. Takes a couple extra days to do it, so it would be, again, it's going right out to you likely on Monday if you want to leave it in the white gold, or you can change it up, just wait a couple more days, and then we'll have it for you in your gold color choice. But simple and easy, and $1,999 will do it. So $19.99 on nearly 5 carats in diamonds. Pretty impressive in that ring, and just that one. So you do want to dial very, very quickly on that one as well, because there's just a lot of demand always for the black diamonds, especially the larger ones, and we don't see them all the time. And so nice to have it here tonight for today rather, sorry, sometimes it's taking that transition from a few hours ago from nighttime to daytime. You get the idea. It's also why the voice is a little scratchy for the first 30 minutes, but hey, I got 30 more seconds to get it all warmed up. So we're there. So here's that heart shape. I'm going to show you again, because we got a lot of people saying, what was that? That heart-shaped stone, it's our new purple paraiba. $17.99 on that one. Look at this. This is so clean and so stunning. The cutting looks like what you'd get out of a round. But to have that in the more unusual heart shape, and to see a 554 and a perfect little lighter, sometimes they get real pinky, real almost pinky red. This is that purple that is a true purple with ever just maybe a slight hint of pink to it. What do you think? 112-9785, brand new right now, brand new, brand new. I love that on the weekends, we're giving you a few brand new options as well. Just for those of you, listen, we understand that some of you shop every day, some of you watch every day. We still want to treat you to brand new as well, because show you something of interest that you haven't seen, because chances are a lot of our routine shoppers, they already have what they've wanted. So we're going to bring you still some brand new, some really fabulous, some great ideas, but the 554 is also surrounded with a carat 25 in the gorgeous diamonds in what is really considered our signature style. Really a classic when it comes to settings that you know is going to endure, last the test of time as this piece, because if you know, I know we all think about, well, ourselves and wearing it and what we enjoy. But these are the types of heirloom pieces in the making that we should consider going forward. They're going to be in the family collection for generations to come. These are really rare stones that are not available even in your highest end of retail stores. And that can't be said for most gems. Most gems are, you know, there's a certain degree of rarity sure to a lot of gems, but certainly there's a lot of great stores too that carry rarities. And yet we are one of the few in the world that are ever going to bring you something like this. And that is a thrill. That is really exciting. It really is. And that is something where, again, I don't know where else you're finding paraibas alone, but let alone the purples. That is a whole different world. And it's so incredibly exclusive, and they're all mined out. So it's not like, well, if I wait a little bit longer, maybe I'll see a purple paraiba trend hit the market, or maybe the designers will do it. Very unlikely, because they're all mined out anyway. So there's no new material coming out of the ground. 3 sources ever, and they're done. So this is the way to get it right now. And it's a carat 25, and we're going to try it on. And by the way, there's finishing on the inside on this one. So everything is just perfected. And how about this angle? It really does. Just important to point out here how clean that stone is from the back, because any inclusion would be hidden here from that facet pattern. But it's nice to see that you've got a very clean stone from no matter what angle it's on the hand. And you can see what that's going to look like there, and how pretty a purple it is, but rare and neon and popping, and not like any other purple because of that neon element. So let's bring it on down for you from $13,999. Got a better value, and of course this is the new design, so you've got something really special here to enjoy. You do get the option to change it to yellow gold or rose gold if you'd prefer that as well. So that's not a big deal, but again, really want you to have it the way you want it. White gold though, showing off those white diamonds every which way, all full cut, round brilliance that look amazing. But it's got to go even lower, much lower. If we're going to do a true vault clearance and say about a 25 in style, and really we were calculating, I've been telling you, we don't have, since we're not here every single day, and we're not here 24 hours a day, we're here Wednesday through Sunday, it only gives us so many shows. I believe we're down to 18 shows left in the calendar year. Not till Christmas, in the calendar year. So that's where, again, vault clearance, we could wait till the very last week of the year, but that's not going to give us time to just show you what 15 hours is not going to give us enough time to show you everything in the inventory. And we want to give you that last shot of everything that exists here before it's either, again, melted down or sold to somebody else, one or the other. It's time to let all these pieces go, and that's the idea. So here's what we're gonna do. Instead of even $10,000, we need somebody to have this. It's a miracle of Mother Nature to get a stone of this caliber, of this quality, of this neon. Let's look at what we've got here, and better yet, not even $10,000, $99, $89, $79, even $69.99, it will not be. Even better value for one collar, so rare, $6,499. There is $650 off that, so even when it's brand new, it is still, yeah, it's getting the 10% off, which is a huge help, I think, because why not? It's one of the rare, it's one of the best, it's out of the vault collection, and yet we're still discounting it down by $650 additional dollars so that it's well under $6,000 when all is said and done. $64.99 immediately turns into $58.49. Much better, and that, by the way, is only at $1,000 a carat for the stone. There are not paraibas out there. I don't care what color it is, or how big it is, or how clean it is. You're not finding even the dirtiest and smallest of stones for $1,000 a carat, not in this world of paraiba. So huge value there, and $58.49. But of course, we've got affordable as well, and we've got new Moonstone on the way, and we have those tanzanite pendants, which I'm so excited about. We're gonna do those soon. They're all fancy cuts, and they're all pendants, and then they're all done with these really exciting little interesting bails. So we're gonna do something exciting there. But speaking of pendants, and maybe, let's say you like the color that you're seeing here, but maybe you don't have to have that rarity that is copper bearing. Maybe what you're interested in is getting that beautiful color and having that color go with all your ensembles. Look at this. This is the same kind of color, but it's not a purple paraiba. And it's a fancy cut I've never seen. I want to call it like the intergalactic cut. It is so cool and so special and striking. It seriously looks like something out of, like, I don't know, it could be like a sci-fi type, but more glamorous than that. Like more, it just looks like ice crystals somehow have been frozen within this beautiful pinky lavender purple. It's Kunzite this time around. It's 1129819. It's an 807 in this trillion cut with 19 points in diamonds. That's stunning. And then it's got this really cool look where it's going to have the prongs overlap over the halo. It just all makes sense because it all looks just like the cutting. It's like the design is replicating the cut is replicating the design. I hear you grunting, so I'll say it again, 9819. It's a beautiful stone. It's got this great bail. It's got pave. It is just what we've seen. I've had trillion cuts. I've had pear shapes. I've had trillions. We've had those Kunzites. And not to be confused, I know I'm confusing you going, but that's the same color as what we just saw. I know. That's the whole purpose. This is not a purple paraiba, it's a Kunzite. So it really is. It's just like I said, if you're saying, I don't need the paraiba name, I don't need the copper element, but I like that color, well, here's an even bigger stone, and this one's going to be a lot more affordable than what we could do on a purple paraiba, if that makes sense. But I'm giving you options because sometimes we like the color. Sometimes it's less about, for certain folks, it's different. Everybody's got different priorities, right? So sometimes it's about just give me the color. I want a beautiful gem. I want it well cut. I want a big size. You get all of that here. And the fact is, well, let me show it this way so you can get an idea of the size because it's nice and large, and then it's got this whole swing going on, so it's like that door knocker style that we see because it's got some great movement, and it's another brand new piece. So far, a lot of what we've had today is brand new. Inch and a, let's see, it's about 1.25 inches there, just maybe right about 1.25 inches, I would say. And then, of course, it's in the white, but you can change that too. So you can go yellow or rose, whatever you like, but let's take a look at it this way on the neckline so you can see what that's all about and how it just immediately shows you even more of that gorgeous lavender neon. Just what we want to see. Beautiful style here. Look at the movement it's got even when the bail is still, because imagine your favorite chain going right through it. Here's what we're going to do is show it back up close and get you a better value. Much better value than even, I don't even want to do $19.99. We're struggling with that price, so let's do something really interesting. And we'll see basically, we'll see, I don't think I have anything else in Kunzite in the inventory. It's all pretty much gone from even prior to this sale. So there hasn't been much. I've been through the vault every day for the last couple of weeks as this event has gone on. So it's really been, yeah, very, very scarce on what we have in Kunzite. Nice to see a pendant here. Let's blow it out. I'm not doing 19, 18, 17. It's an 8 carat. I think we all know this is a rare stone, is pink spodumene, but if you get the really good pink spodumene, it's not really pink. That's the great news about this one, is it's more, that's the purple lavender that we love, and it will not be 1777 either. First caller, one only, that is a fancy cut trillion. Very unique to a trillion. You see all that extra. If you look at the center, it's even got almost like a shield cut table facet, partially what's making this different, but there's a lot of interesting cutting from the back. So it's doing a whole different pattern within than you would typically even see from a trillion. And we'll make it $16.99, plus you get that extra 10% off. So a one only opportunity, and welcome into Saturday morning. It's $15.29 at checkout if you'd like to get it. And if you have any questions about anything you've seen so far, give us a call. We're moving quickly. That's on purpose. I'm anticipating some requests. We've got our top of the hour in 20 minutes. We've got beautiful zircon earrings, a new tanzanite trillion, lots and lots and lots. And the ultimate set of rounds in tanzanite, where we could get you in one fell swoop about 35 carats of tanzanite in a set. So how does that sound? Got a lot of great stones on the way, but let us know what your requests are too, and that's only going to be $15.29. Let's get to a quick deal on a turquoise necklace. This one's good, really good. And it's going to come with a chain that's going to have a couple of diamonds, but I just want to show it to you here, and that's going to be item number 1128,500. Quick value $351 or $314 rather on our turquoise. It'll all come up. This has been up many, many, many a times, but it's that little ribbon detail that is your bail. So instead of adding an extra bail, it's part of the design around it. It's a 314 with 13 points. You're going to get a diamond chain as well, and it's got the chain, going to have the adjustability, lobster claw clasp, all of that. This is a value for the chain. There's also a really big turquoise, and let's just put it out there because I like to inform you, be the best shopper you can be, whether you shop with me or anywhere else. The turquoise that you see oftentimes that might look like this is oftentimes a stabilized turquoise. And it's not always one big piece of gem material. Sometimes it's reconstituted and actually done in a way where they do all these different kind of technologies where they essentially make a powder and then kind of glue it together and then it looks like one big piece. That is not what we have. We have the 314, which is a huge size in the pure blue that is Sleeping Beauty. Stunning look, great color, and huge value when it started at $29.99 way back when, and now it is nowhere near. So this is your chance to pick it up. Let me show you what the pendant looks like from a distance away, just so you can see that style and that size here. So you can see that size as it's going to be a little over, it's actually a little under an inch in your length. And then we've got it here for you on the neckline, so you can see it that way to really understand the size as well. And then what we're going to do is show it to you up close because the chain is a mess. So it would take me hours to redo that chain. So what we're going to do is show it up close yet again and give you a great value here. And here it comes. And that one's going to be only, you know what, we'll blow it out. $777, $777, and it's yours. And really $699, so a big value there on the one and only turquoise pendant that I have of the show. And of course you get the chain as well. Plus we're going to see aqua in a pendant as well later. I got to do some real serious discounting on my aqua as well. And then we've got yellow diamond in a necklace. I'm excited about the new sphene today. And please don't don't think the word new is a problem right now. I know we prefer like the old, but we do want to see new items as well and still discount them. So you get the same savings and discounts on the new items. This one should be gone $699. Let's show you the sphene that's coming up. I'm not sure if it's perhaps a little too early for this, but I did want to show it to you to give you an idea that we do have a brand new color change sphene, and it is the fabulous radiant cut, and it's got the double row. And the turquoise is gone. Congratulations on that one. Still have our heart-shaped purple and still have our Kunzite, still have our black diamond, a few other pieces from the show. But again, not many pieces are under $1,000, so grab them when they're here. And then take a look at that. That is a stunner. That's new today, but it's going to have yellow diamonds and white diamonds, which I think is perfect because we always do see the most yellow spark out of these great sphenes. So that's going to be coming up a little later. Just want to let you know because I know we've had a serious collectors, we had kind of a collectors group that was looking for more of the sphenes, kind of taking up purchasing everything they can before they're gone, and that's a wise idea. So wanted to let you know there is a new one today. We're only about 17 minutes from our top of the hour, which is this new wave band. I showed it last night briefly. It is your choice, by the way. You might want to start thinking about what type of two-tone ring you want, because it's coming up at the top of the hour. And you're probably thinking, oh, how nice, she's showing me the white gold, she's showing me the yellow gold, and look how pretty they stack. That's one ring. And we've done this before once with black and white diamonds, and it was a huge, no, massive hit. It's today in all the white diamonds that go from larger to smaller. We'll see that, and start thinking about, do you want all one color, white gold, or do you want to mix and match your yellow and your rose gold with your white gold? So we'll talk about that coming up at the top of the hour. Here is, dun, 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 I'm so excited about the new Moonstone. Look at that. Our first in a while in the yellow gold, and perfect match with this stone. We take such good consideration into individual stones and how they're best set. This is 1129792. It's our brand new Moonstone. Look at that gorgeous coloring. Now this is going to still have the blues, the lavenders, the pinks, but you're getting a lot of those warm tones in the goldens and the yellows and the reds and the orange as well. This one is big. It's a 371. It's one of the bigger ones we've had in all this faceted Moonstone collection. I'm thrilled to bring it to you. It is one of those that, again, I don't think a Moonstone sticking around. We've had nothing really stick around more than a day or two. And this one also has a huge 60-point diamond weight among the triple split shank, the halo around it as well, which keeps it all really classic. So we're blowing through jewelry here today. I've shown you most of the items, so give us requests and your calls. Let us know what you'd like to see, what we can dig out of the vault for you, and we'll do it. But that's the thing. We've got a very important selection. This is brand new. 60 points is that diamond weight again, so it's really important diamond weight you're getting as well, and we got to send it on out of here. One only, great value, but $59.99 is where it's supposed to be. Well, let me change that so that we can make everybody happy. Well, not everybody, but at least one caller, because that's the problem with these stones, is that you're not going to find two that are alike. And look at the rainbow colors. Yes, there's this kind of golden glint that sheens over the top, but make no mistake, all the colors are there. Look through the inside as well. This is why these are so cool. I mean, I love seeing that heart-shaped basket work that's around it. You got to see this on the hand because they tend to look even bigger than they weigh. And that is the case here, I would say. 371's already a big weight, but you can see how it looks on the hand there. Now giving purples and blues, greens, goldens, all of that. But it ain't $5,999. It's 45 minutes in. Here's what I'm going to offer for you. In an effort to try and make this kind of back to the reality price tags we love, because we really don't live in a reality world. And lately, as we've been going through this clearance, we've been seeing discounts that are not even plausible for today's jewelry world. In other words, you could never make these pieces for the prices I'm offering. So that's why everyone's taking advantage of it. Such a big hit. Well, keep this in mind. Here's one that's rather new, because all the Moonstones are new. We didn't have these 6 months ago. We didn't have any of these, but 3 months ago, we didn't have any. So this is a really new arrival for us. And they have been taking the TVON audience by storm. But at the same time, we're also doing a clearance event. So let me make this better and skip that $59.99. It should rightfully be today. And let's put it on the auction block to get it lower. Because the only way I can do that is just say, oops, I put it up for auction, and maybe we're going to get a lot of people and maybe we won't. But the true fact is that we're going to just bring it down in the open to potentially save you a lot of extra money and still give you the 10% off. You still get to save. You still get to take your additional savings. You still do all of that, and it's not going to be $5,000, $4,000, or $3,000 to start. We're going to go even crazy wild here, and most of the Moonstones have been 1 carat-ish. This is nearly 4. So it's a whole different level than what we're used to seeing, and maybe that's what you've been desiring. And for everybody who's asked me, because I get a lot, it's a busy time of year, so I get a lot of those emails of, okay, here's what I missed from last night and the photograph of the piece, and is it still available? And without fail, it's always sold. Always, because there's more shoppers. We have more than one shopper for every item, yet when you've got one items and one of a kinds, they're going to be going, and there's going to be always a little bit of a wait list moment where everybody wants to get what is already gone. So here's where you go. If you've been missing out on the Moonstones of late, we know that's been happening. I know that's been happening. You've reached out to me directly to ask about those ideas. So here's how you get it. And we're not doing 3, and we're not even doing, guys, I'll just make this easy, $2,500. $2,500 to start. It's a $10 increment as well to make that easy, but $2,500 to get it going. And then we'll go $10 increments and still take 10% off as well at checkout. Shall you win it? So that's really important too, because you've got all these amazing extra savings that we just did, because $6,000 to $25,000. So there you go. That's $3,500 saved. Then the potential to get it with a 10% extra off, that's important. And we'll give it 60 seconds to get it started. And you can change the gold, because most of what I've shown you in the recent weeks here in Moonstone, most of them have been in white gold. and I know you've loved them, and it does change the look a little bit, I would say. I know that this stone has some of those goldens. That's probably what inspired this choice. But if you want to return back to what you've seen in the white gold combination, that is your choice to make, and we can gladly do that for you free of charge. So you don't have to worry about, okay, well, I really wanted my moonstone in white gold, so should I make the sacrifice? Just don't sacrifice it. Just get it exactly how you like it. But we have about 30 seconds to get that open. And then I know we're all waiting for that top of the hour, which is going to be some kind of value. Some kind of crazy value when we have all white diamonds in an amazing ring. And by the way, made up and ready to go, like literally made up. They'll all go out on Monday. So that's going to be exciting as well. This S-curve band is like ready to go. So no wait time on the beautiful top of the hour, which we have a little bit of quantity on, which is very exciting. So get on those phone lines, 2,500, no open. All right, we got a couple of tanzanites to flash for you. I look at my set here, and it's like everything I have is tanzanite outside of 3 items. I've shown you most of our items so far, and we're only 48 minutes in. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. I know it's not exactly a dollar, but look at how stunning that is. Nearly 19 carats of perfection in the best tanzanite in the world. You never think you could get a round that's 19 carats ever in Blue Wing Museum Reserve. I mean, how rare to see a round like that. Let me show you what else is here, though, because this is just going to be the wow moment. And if there's ever a tanzanite, listen, I know the big tanzanites are a little more pricey, right? They are. 19 karat stone, it's going to be a little more pricey. What if today with 10% off, we can get you that huge savings you want, and then watch this. There's a match in an earring. Yeah, big omega backs, about 7 carats each on the earring as well. So you've got a chance to pick up either the pendant, the earring, or the entire set that matches together, and you could end up with somewhere around, it'd be close to 35 carats in tanzanite. How amazing to get that round there, and then the round earring to match. So they're here, they're fabulous, and we could get you the whole set. Maybe you want to do like one for, you know, one occasion, and then give the earrings to match for the next big occasion. But what a look that is. So that, let me show you the other earring. I don't want to crowd the wheel too much, but at least show you there is a match set here in that earring. So when we talk about really divine quality, that's it. Best tanzanite in the world. Every other tanzanite wishes it could be this color. And you've got so much of the obvious reds. This earring is 112.9709. The pendant's going to be, they're equally discounted. It's so wonderful to see. And the earring's going to give you $13.64. And of course, omega backs, because otherwise it wouldn't be a backing that would support the weight of those stones, being that they're almost 7 carats each and 288 in diamonds. We don't do a lot of earrings with 288 in diamonds. But those stones deserved it. They deserve all the diamonds. But still a wearable design in the round. Fabulous, fabulous. And then the pendant to go with it, that's a set. So here's what I'm going to do. If you would like the earrings, and obviously one pair, obviously one pendant, great match set opportunity. Glad they're all out here together in one day so you can see what we can do. But collector's pieces that are set for museums, here's what we have on the earrings. If you would like $24,999 list price, we're going to do a lot better than that. And when we say list, that's not retail. That's just what they should be here. But this is a sale event. And y'all know we've been shopping together for a long time. Most of us are not just meeting for the very first time. Most of us have been shopping together for, in some cases, decades. This is where you've got a value. When you see clearance, that's that's more than a sale. It's not a blowout, it's not a discount. That's a full-on, we're getting everything gone because we're making room for the new. New year, new jewelry. Get this instead of everything else we've ever had because it's a step up. And you know what? There's nothing better. There is no better. There is no upgrade to that earring, and they're under $10,000 for the most incredible earrings. And the way do you see the pendant with it? Because I'm going to try them on together, and oh my goodness. You know who you are if you like a style like this. It's not, I'm not telling you it's for everybody. It is the biggest and best we do. I mean, check out the diameter of the earring. They're 3/4 of an inch wide. They're 3/4 of an inch tall. That's because they're round, and there's your diameter right there. I'm going to pop one on, and you will never see that omega backing. That is there to support it and keep it upright, but that is never going to be seen by anybody besides you, the wearer, when you put them on. And that's because, well, they're just so well made. and we think out everything to make sure it's perfect, because if you're getting an earring like this, it should be. And it's not going to be $99.99 for the earring. We're going to do even better. And then we have the matching pendant, which I'll show you, because we probably need to put them on together as well. But oh, first, look at this. Look at that. This is so stunning to see this earring in like on full display here with that great size that they're giving and that diamond halo, which is tremendous, and they're better than even $89.99. Going all out low on this one for you to make the earring happen. And then the pendant, which we can show you, has this gorgeous style. It's going to be the perfect match with it as well. Look at that. I mean, here's the pendant right there. So you can see what a great style that would be together if you can get them both. But obviously we've all got, sometimes you already have a pendant, maybe you already have the ring. Let's go back up close and take a look at the earrings as a match set. And they're going to be $8,400. I didn't even have that backing on all the way. Sorry guys, I didn't have the hinge fully closed on that backing. So it was kind of like floating there and sagging a bit on my ear because I didn't even have the hinge fully closed. I had it like, it was kind of doing this like halfway thing where it was right here instead of, so you can do that, but really you really want to make sure you go all the way closed with that backing so it sits upright, because it's actually, when you have it on your ear, it should actually go like this so that it goes all the way, and obviously it's going to rest up against your ear. Okay, so I didn't have the backing fully done. It's a hinge, so you can kind of though place it where you want depending on, obviously we just want to make sure it's secure, so that's how it should be, obviously with your lobe right in between. So it's supposed to be that really nice snug fit so that it's going to be again sitting perfectly. Okay, so that'll be $850 off. And then if you like the pendant's a little bit bigger, and it's of course 1 stone instead of 2, so the pendant's a little more, but strikingly affordable for the pendant, which is $112,8426, which we'll touch on here to go with the earrings. And of course here is the pendant on full display, at least on the hand for now. Then we'll take it on over the neckline for you as well, but that is the pendant, and that one, just look at that, it does not stop sparkling. Look at that. Perfect Portuguese cut round, reds everywhere. That's our 14 karat gold setting, 18 karat 68 on the stone, and then another 106 in diamonds. I mean, just look at that movement and the way it just dazzles with the reds. Stunning. And it was $24,999. Gonna do a lot better on the pendant than that. Give me a call. We've got the earrings, we've got the pendant, maybe the makings of a perfect set, but the pendant's only gonna be $9,999. This is an 1 3/8 inches. Let me show that to you. Here's the pendant length that you have, and boy, when that shows up just like that, really, really stunning. And I would say, yeah, just a little over 1.25 inches. So yep, 1 3/8 inches or so. And let's take a look at it on the neckline as well, so you can see it here and watch what it does in a lower light environment. Absolutely perfect. So that'll be actually $89.99. You get $1,000 off of the pendant, you get $850 off the earrings. So hopefully, again, it's a set waiting to happen for you. Let's take another look at the earrings here as well. So 2 great pieces, everything together. Think about it, you'd be paying like $17.5 or so. So it's really an impressive value there. And here's what we've got. Last chance, last call, and that's it. And again, if there was ever a time to get the set, it would be now, because you're saving 10% on either. It's actually, I think I miscalculated actually. I think it'd be more like $16.5 for both if you wanted everything, just as, you know, somewhat of an option here. So keep that in mind. $84.99 for the earrings, $99.99, but that's before your extra 10%. That's going to save you a bundle. So yes, if you take everything, $16,600, it's 48, something like that. So it's really a big value. All right, coming up, we got the trillion as well, and we've only got about 4 minutes or so, 3 minutes until we get to our top of the hour. We got a big top of the hour for you, which is that band. I think everyone's waiting on that. I understand it's a new one and very, very special, but tanzanites just do not get any better. And that's the pendant information. The earring information is as follows, 9709. So the earrings are actually a little less by about, yeah, so by about $1,500. So $84.99 for the earrings, 13 karat 64 on the rounds. Okay, and our Moonstone is here if anybody would like to ask about that Moonstone we tried to auction off. And then we've got our fabulous affordable pendants that we're going to do here really, really quickly. So let me just make this really easy for everybody who wants a great pendant of maybe a fancy cut. And this is going to be really simple. We're going to do this in about 3 minutes time because there are only 3 pieces. And look at what we have here. All fancy cut tansies. It's a quick little, something we don't do very often. It's a blowout wheel on tanzanite pendants, and that one's got the fancy cut with the fawn. Then we have a fancy cut, which is more of a, feel like if you like a round, you're probably going to like this one as well. That's the hexagon shape, and that also has a fawn diamond in the rose gold that time. And then we also have this fancy cut, which is more like emerald cut meets trillion, because it's a tapered style of fancy cutting there, and that's going to have the yellow diamond up top. So 2 fawns and a yellow. You let me know which one you prefer and we'll help you out. But these are all really special tansies, aren't they? And we're going to walk you through the carat weights because they're all just right around 4 carats in size. So I'll tell you a little bit more about those cuts. And here's what you do. If you want the baguette fawn, let's start. We'll go left to right. If you like this one, that's the yellow diamond, trillion cut, 29-point yellow. 456 fancy cut stone, that would be the largest stone up there. 456. These are going to be a huge blowout on our 3 fancy cuts. This one's going to be our 456 with 29 points. Then we go here in the middle. If you like that more pie shape, that's going to be item number 9594. It's a 375 fancy cut with 29 points in the tapered baguette. And then you can go over here. This is the 4 carat 17. Now that's going to be our really beautiful hexagon, 6 sides. So we're going to do that 417 with 46-point individual stone. That's that longer baguette, and 2-tone gold. So this one's 2-tone. Actually, yeah, this one's all yellow. This one's actually all white. This one's rose and white. They do stay as is, and we're going to take them on down, and we are only about a minute away from the top of the hour, so we better make this speedy and quick. And let me know which one you love, because obviously they're going to go, and because, well, $49.99 is not going to work. $69.99 is not going to work. I'm looking at another $69.99. Those are the 3 prices. I'm taking them all down to the lowest price possible. Here's how you make it happen for yourself or a loved one, because we're already getting you the best quality, but why do a basic cut when you can go a fancy cut and not have to spend more money, when usually a fancy cut would indeed be more money to get that fancier cutting? Of course, every time. This is not something lapidaries routinely do. But here's what we have, which is now getting very close to our top of the hour, so we're getting ready for that band ring as well. But think of this like a 2-part top of the hour, where we're saving you a bundle on tanzanite that not going to be $39 or $29 or even $19.99. And remember, they're all, well, 2 of them are over 4 carats, 1 is a little under. So you're just going to decide probably based on the shape you like the best. But think about it, there's a nearly 5 carat over there on the left, 456 on the left, 375 in the middle, and 417 on the right. You let me know which one you want. They're all going to be $1,888. That is prior to your 10% though. So it does get better, and we'll save a bunch of money here, where you're going to be down to just $16.99. That's it. So very first callers. And again, we're going to be, no, so we don't actually show there, Ursula. So I got that question about Tucson. Great question. Hi, Ursula. Nice to have you with us. So I will be there. Yes, I will be at Tucson. I'm hoping. I mean, I usually do make it out there regardless, because it's closer enough to us where I can get there in a couple of, in a day or two. But yes, I will be there. I will not be exhibiting at Tucson. I don't think TVON is exhibiting either, and we will not have blue wing block Ds, if that's what you mean. No, we've never exhibited blue wing block Ds. That's a great question. Someone just asked. I guess she's probably, I'm going to assume that she's going to Tucson. And good morning, everybody. Hi, I'm Lauren Blair. It's nice to see you. We have our top of the hour here. So just to answer her question, we don't actually share. Our blue wing block Ds are only offered exclusively on the show. They're nowhere else. There are nowhere else. There's no wholesaler that has them. There's no dealer that has them. There's never been anybody else that's actually been able to get their hands on the blue wing block Ds outside of our customer base. Our TVON family is the only way to get them. And remember, that's changing now with a couple of the stones going out to museums, but that's not for sale. So I assume you mean any stones for sale. But no, they've never been offered in the wholesale world or to anybody, vendors, dealers, or other designers either. So they are true exclusives to us. So as we take this moment to welcome everybody to our second hour of our Saturday, and we are going through jewelry today. Lots and lots of it, lots of exciting pieces, but this is a wheel that I think we need just another look at, because when you got 4 carat stones or so, and almost 5 in some cases, and they're going to be that price tag of $16.99, very important. And yeah, nowhere else to get the material. This is the one and only exclusive home. Obviously, if you're lucky enough to be in a museum over in Europe in a couple of years and you see one on display, great. But you're not going to be able to shop it or purchase it. So this is a very important moment for our lovers of this gem, and $16.99 for the fancy cut. So that's the price at checkout. So you get a huge value. And when you consider that we got a nearly 5 carat, oh, by the way, this is where everybody lost their minds the other day. I had a stone that was about this size. It was a special request for a new customer, and the price per carat came down to actually more than where these are. And everybody lost their minds and a lot of people missed out. I know that we don't have carat weights because there's 3 different pieces, but I just calculated the carat weight and the price per carat on the left side. For example, that's the 456. Well, remember, it's $16.99. So when you divide that by 456, that's like $3.70 a carat. Plus there's a big yellow diamond up top. So that's not your typical price tag for blue wing black Ds, and yet it's that fancier cut. So I would say, yeah, this is when you want to be on the phone lines right now. We're going to give them a 60-second final clock here before we get to our top of the hour, which I know we're technically 3 minutes beyond it, but I just really want to show you what we can do on some really extremely important stones here that are really rare. And the fact we added these important diamonds to the sides, which is the bail, that's impressive as well. So $16.99, that comes down to about basically $3.70 a carat or so on these pieces, not including the very, very big diamond that's sitting up top that's also a fancy color. So definitely a good time to take advantage of those fancy cut tanzanites. And if you want to see any of them on the, the neckline, they've all been presented a couple of times over here on the show. So a lot of you are familiar with these pieces and probably have already thought about them in the past. But if you're considering them, you go now, you get them now. They're $16.99. And again, if you have any questions about them, you let me know. If you need to see them on the neckline, if you want to see them from different perspectives, certainly just holler at me and we'll do that for you. But that is such a value at $16.99. You don't see under $500 a carat on blue wings. You don't see under $400 a carat on blue wings. And this is where we're at. So you've got a really huge moment, especially with those important diamonds that we're adding to the equation here as well. So we'll take another look and we'll get you a last call. And then it is top of the hour time for our band that you all are waiting for. I get it. Why shop a tanzanite when you're saying, nope, I'm ready for bands. I need a diamond band that's different and unique and special. And again, I've got different carat weights, but this is the 4 carat 56. This is the 375, and this one, which honestly, this one looks the biggest of all. That's what I think, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I want you to choose what you like best in the combination, the cut, but that centerpiece is 375, and this hexagon is 4 carat 17, and tremendous diamonds up top as your bail. Yellow diamond or fawn. This one's more of a champagne-y fawn. This one's more of a true pinky fawn. You see it's almost pure like pinky lavender there with the brown tones, so very, very important. All right, it's top of the hour, special time. We've got a really good band on the way. So this was something that kind of happened organically. Yes, did you have a question? Of course. Jason's like, whatever that is called. So the left side is the yellow diamond. And who is that for? Oh, it's a what? Oh, it's in the chat. Oh, okay, cool. You're monitoring the chat? Jason, that's nice of you. Okay, cool. So here we go. That's going to be item number 1129610. And that one's going to be our yellow diamond trillion 456. It is the largest of the stone carat weights. Then it's got the big yellow diamond set up top. That's our 29-point trillion, stays in the yellow gold. And that one's going to be, I know they're all going to go. We're just waiting. Yeah. This one's already gone. All right, so we'll show it on the neckline real quick. Let me give you the measurement. It's 3/4 of an inch. Hold on real quick. That's the 3/4 of an inch. Here it is on the neckline. And oh boy, there it is. That's a good one. So that one's already spoken for. Now we'll take a look at our last two. Our last two, the remaining, and I'll move them apart a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. That one's more, again, they're each fawn diamonds as their bails. One is rose and white. That's on the right side with the hexagon. The other one is white gold entirely. They're all going to sell because I think it just hit us what this per carat is and how affordable they are. So I'm going to put up some item numbers for you here. 1129594 is on the left. That is the 375. Yes. Of course, the hexagon is going on the neckline next, so that's going to be item number 1129609. We'll show it to you here first with the measurement on the hand. This is what I do. And then you've got that super elongated. Which one would you like, Jason? The other one. Okay, so we'll show that as well, but this one is for, it sounds like they're all gone. 7/8 of an inch on this one. That's the hexagon. That's the 417, and it's got that super elongated. That's a really pretty pink fawn. That's got a lot of pink to that one. So that one's for you, Joanne, and then I think Jason's got the other one, but I'll show it on the neckline here real quick for you anyways. So you do have this one? Okay, we're verifying on the hexagon. Let's go back, and then I'll show you the full display of 96, 95.94 rather. 95.94 is like this. It's going to be a nice little longer piece here when you see it from a distance here on the hand. It's going to be $16.99 like they all are. I like this one. It's got the biggest look by far. It's definitely the biggest wow factor there. You get a lot of look there. We've got that great length of also 7/8 of an inch, so just under an inch here, and we'll take it on over the neckline for you and show it right there. So Jason's got this one already, right, Jason? That's the one you're going to take. Is that almost like trillion? Okay, so that one's gone. So the only one left as we go back up close, and I'll bring that hexagon back up for you, which I will tell you that's the most expensive of the diamonds, okay? It's a good 417 hexagon. It almost kind of appears first like a round, but that diamond is 46 points on its own. So that's incredibly important, and we're verifying on this one as well, so that'll be quick to go. But a 46 point and a VS elongated baguette in the most pinky of fawns that we have seen is right there. So, all right, now we can get to our official big band ring that is so exciting. It's really a twofer. It's really a 2-for-1, and yet it's so high end, and it happened I loved the organic way this came together, because we wanted to do something in black and white diamonds, and we did. And we brought you something really special, and let me know who's got the hexagon, because that should not last very long. But we have an incredible top of the hour for you, and again, welcome into our Saturday together. I'm so glad you're with us. It is, the holiday season is here, so happy holidays one and all. We're so glad to have you with us as we clear out the vaults, because 2025 is coming to an end as well. And so while we have the hectic holiday season approaching, it's also the end of the calendar year, and we have a lot of jewelry to move. So we're doing that, clearing our vaults, making room for the new. So many exciting new pieces coming up. But it also gives us a chance to give you one last chance at a better value on everything before we melt it. Because how on earth, with gold going up as it is, how are we going to make things affordable in the future in 2026 if we don't reuse the gold that we already bought years ago? So that is why it's a big reason. This is more than just about a great value here and now today. It's about making great values moving forward as well. So everybody is served well here. We're served well in the future. Our future selves are going to be happy about this, but also if there is anything now, listen, there was a lot of time and loving care put into every single jewelry item we have. So everything deserves to go and get a great home as well. Am I right? We need to get all the current jewelry out of here, and there's too many great pieces to stay. So here's what I'm going to do. Is that pendant gone, by the way? Last one. I've got the band ring. Look at how gorgeous that is stacked. That band ring is coming up. So we'll see who's got that one. I think that one's still hanging out at the moment, or are we fighting over it? Okay, someone's going to get it. All right, that one should be gone. Now let's take a look at this. I'm going to start with the all white gold. I briefly showed it to you last night and said, hey, heads up, there's something really important coming up. Here we go. With the incredible band, we did the same exact thing with black and white diamonds about 6 months ago. Huge hit, and now we decided let's do the all white diamond version, in which you have a choice of, do you want the all white, the white and rose, or the white and yellow? So two-tone, there will always be a white gold element. Okay, you can't do all yellow, you can't do all rose, because this is what we have ready to go. And I have quantity. Did anybody get that last pendant, by the way? Andy, you didn't? Joanne, you didn't? Okay, still verifying. That's fine. So here's the deal. If anyone wants that last pendant, you can swipe it. But look at how beautiful these rings are. And I had 3 stacked together, but this is a wow. So little FYI, 1129333 is the item number, boring, but here we go. Every single ring, this is like our wonder ring of sorts, but it's meant to be a stackable. If you want to stack it with, let's say you have the black and white diamond version. Let's say you just love a band ring, but you're liking the idea of having a little wider presence with a lot of gold. It's a 101 diamond weight. Yes, it is. And the phone lines are already slammed, because these are all of our VS diamonds. Now, the way this is done is so clever. Think of it like it's immediately like you have 2 rings together in one. Yes. The hexagon is gone. Okay, so all those tanzanite pendants are completely sold out. Please don't be delaying and waiting too long on these rings, because here's what I have. I have what I have made up and ready to go. Sometimes as a factory, at other parts of the year, if it's June or it's April or it's January, we don't need to always have everything made up and ready to go. And a lot of times we have to custom make things because we don't know what gold color is going to be the most popular of the moment, right? Some of you might like on any given day, everybody might purchase yellow gold. So a lot of times we'll wait so that we kind of make what you need, right? In this case, it's the holiday season, it's here. We want to get everything out like to you yesterday. So what we're doing is we have made these up already, they're ready to go, but it also means they're more limited in what we have. And once they're gone, and there's nothing we can do about it. So here's what I have. I only have 11 of them in the all white gold. 11, this is gonna be a huge, let me put it this way. I sold way more in the black and the white diamond version, which I didn't really think would be all that popular, to be honest with you, because we don't see a lot of black diamonds here. This is what you asked for. This is what you begged for. We made it eons ago. It's been sitting in a vault, so it's technically, even though you've not seen it and it's brand new, it's been sitting in a vault for a while. And that's the beauty of this value. That's why the value is going to be so strong, is because this has been sitting in a vault for a long time. It was made a long time ago, and you're going to love it. And it just was supposed to be a whole lot more money, which is why you have me to blame, or actually me to thank, because I did not show it to you the last 6 months, because why? It was $39.99, just based on the 2025 gold pricing we've been seeing. And I didn't believe that that was a strong enough value for our carat 01 in diamonds. Even though, yes, remember, this is more than just a carat diamond band, because this is 2 bands in one with big individual diamonds. They go from larger to smaller on one side and smaller to larger. So what happens is it looks like we've done the stacking for you. You don't need to go out and spend your money on 2 separate bands and put them together. You don't need to worry about, when I do stack rings together, are they going to fit right? Are they going to be sized properly? It's all done for you in one ring. And then if you choose to have the really bold look, you can go 2, 3 at a time, and you can keep on stacking them. But it's easy to wear. It's glove friendly. It sits low profile in the hand. Take a look. We've got all white gold. Okay, so that's the one we only have 11 of. So there are 11. When they're sold out, they're sold out. And trust me, I'm going to need more than that in the all white gold. But that's it. And operators, we will need to count these down. Here's the real big problem. If you want the rose and the white gold, I only have 2 of them. That's it, 2. And what we think is going to be very popular is also that look, the yellow and the white together, which absolutely, this really looks like you stacked 2 rings. When you go two-tone in either way, really looks like you just stacked 2 rings together and you went for the wow. And they are bold, and they are large, and they are still diamonds that are pave here into the gold. And I'm going to need you on the lines, because that was the price months and months ago, with no sale, with no discount, nothing. You would have had to fork over $39.99 per ring. Let's take a look at it on. I'm going to start with this one. Oh, and by the way, we only have a few of those. I've got 12 in the yellow and the white. So 11 in the all white, 12 in the yellow and the white, 2 in the rose and the white. This is why you don't want to wait, especially when you very well may want to get 2 or 3 to stack together. And maybe that's the key. You get maybe a couple of these different assortments here. Couple in the all white, couple in the yellow and the white. Does that not look like you have 2 rings on at one time? And don't worry, I'm going to take the vault clearance, apply it to something that, yeah, it's been in the vault, but it's brand new to you. And it does not, watch this. Let me show you how beautiful this is. Stacked. And these are all different ring sizes, but still, they're going to work. Look at that. Oh my, sit there for me, and then look at this one. I did 3 at one time, and I love it. So there's my teeny little rose gold. Look at that, though. That one's much smaller in ring size, but doesn't matter. These just are stacking to perfection. I would do up to 3 at a time. I think any more than that, it's going to get a little too wide, but look at what we can do here. That'd be 303 in diamonds. Let's go ahead and get you a really special opportunity with nobody on the phone lines. Apparently everyone was just checking out those gorgeous tanzanites, hoping they were still available. They're all sold out. So now we go back to either your choice of, and I think it has everything to do with, listen, I already knew that. Why would I? See, that's the response I would expect. That's exactly why I never showed this to you on a Wednesday or a Thursday or a Friday or a Saturday or Sunday, because I knew not one of you. I know my audience and I know values. And I knew at $39.99 a ring, we expect better values than that. There's no hope of selling one at $39.99, which is why I held off on it. And they kept saying, why aren't you showing this? It's too much money. But that's what gold costs. I know. I love when they say, do you know what gold is? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have to look at it every day. Yes, I do. I'm aware of diamond pricing and gold pricing and labor, and I do, because I make jewelry too. I make jewelry. Not the only TVON's not the only factory in town. So here's the deal. let's give you a great value on something special right now that is going to blow your mind and give you that 10% off in addition, so you can go ahead and shop the best diamond value. Arguably, I don't know, I've had big bands with 3.5 carats. They were pretty important too. And this is just going to be a value that stands right up to it. One of the best we've seen. Amazing opportunity coming up. Do not spend $39, $29, or even $19.99. It's over a carat, but really it's a gold story as well, because I'm sorry, however you slice it, guys, there are 2 bands in one, but it's all soldered together. Look at that, all the way even through the depth. The depth of the ring is more than double what you would get in an ordinary ring. You've got the width, of course, coming across the top. Smooth and comfortable, glides on the hand. I just had on 3 at a time, and it was still just so amazingly smooth and comfortable on. You've got the wearable ring, could be like a wedding set if you wanted to, could just be that ultra cool, hey, we're picking up the tab on the sizing, why not get it in a bigger size and put that on the index finger? I'm sure I've got one here that'll fit there. Let me show you what that would look like on the index finger and how beautiful it is. Okay, maybe not, it's a size 6, but you know what, look at that. It still works. Index finger, middle finger, pinky ring, anywhere, thumb ring, it'd be beautiful there as well. Take a look at this. Why not? Actually, let me do this here. I'm going to try on different fingers of the hand here so you can really think about maybe even unusual ways to wear the band. Look at that. There's the rose and the white gold on the thumb. Here's the yellow and the white gold here on the index. There's the all white gold, which I know is going to be popular there on the ring finger. You get to decide. And it's that subtle little feminine curve that makes it so different than the other bands you see out there. And let's bring it down below even $19.99. Huge savings there, no doubt. This is going to be an all-out blowout. I've been negotiating back and forth with my own team members here to try and make this a value for today, to try and give you that holiday special, to try and give you something new, fabulous, fresh, and fun. But again, it was not easy to agree, because there aren't a lot of people out there that want to lose massive amounts of money on something that they worked hard to make. We are in agreement that for this moment in time, because there's so little quantity, honestly, I'm not going to get to sell 200 or 300 like we normally would, because we have what's here, we have what's available. When they're gone, they're gone. So we don't have we're not going to have the luxury of offering an unlimited supply, but we are going to be able to say, you know what, limited as it is, let's go backwards and lose all that money on the ones that we have and the ones that are here, and we'll give you the greatest holiday gift of all time, and great for gifting for that matter. It really is, if I get that price down, and I will. It's not going to be even $1,500 for the ring. A carat of 1 and bigger diamonds. This isn't a lot of little small diamonds. Look at how big they are all the way throughout. And it will not be $19.99 or $1,500. We're going to go better than $14.99. I need you on the lines. We're already getting busy. The white gold and white gold, that all white gold is very popular right now. We are not going to do 14, not going to do 13, not $12.99. This is your chance. This is the moment, and there's so much gold. That's the thing. Most of the time when we do a carat in diamonds, or even 2 carats or 3 carats, it's one little band. This is so much gold, and gold is the big deal right now. Diamonds are too, of course, but gold is a big deal. So to get all of that for less than $12, better than $11.99, come on in. I don't know who's going to get in on these last ones here, but 2 in rows. 11 in the white gold, and 12 of them in the two-tone yellow and white together, which is going to be extremely popular. This is your chance to pick them up and save a bundle. And maybe you get 2, and maybe you get 3, and remember that you have the money-back guarantee in your corner during this event. So you can shop as many as you need, and if you find you went a little overboard, fine. You can send one back if you need to. If you find you don't need the all white gold and you just want to stick with the yellow and white, fine. We can do that too, but here's what I've got for you instead of even $11.99. Or even, this is crazy, because I don't know about you guys, but this is a lot of value on a band ring that is substantial. And I know for every single person that picked up the black and white diamond version, there's going to be at least 2 people that want the all white diamond version, and love that we're doing in all these different elements and all these different two-tone styles, so you can get something fresh and different, something that not everybody has, something that has those bigger diamonds, the pave, the detail, the diamonds, the gold, everything sits smooth. It's, for being a bigger ring, it's the easiest one to wear, because a lot of times when we do a typical diamond band, it's prong set diamonds. They're set way up high. They're catching on things. They've got actual like prongs. These are micro prongs. That's the beauty of pave. It's set down into the gold, so you don't have any real, there's no scratchy edges. There's no anything to catch on anything at all. Your finer fabrics, your laces, your sweaters, your cashmeres, everything. Jewelry can be an enemy to the other things we wear. And I will not tolerate that because, I'm not the only one, I'm sure. We spend good money on not just jewelry, but fashion as well. And leather bags. And we don't want our jewelry scuffing or scratching anything. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's just make it $1,111. That way you spend $999 at checkout to get that dynamic ring. And every ring up there, one ring, one ring, one ring. Looks like two, but it comes down to basically like what looks like $500 a ring when you've got that stacked double look. And we have how many? Like which colors? All yellow. Okay, gotcha. So yellow gold and 3 gone already in the in the yellow and the white choice. So that already puts a damper there on what we have available in that yellow and white gold. Again, they are ready to ship out on Monday. They will still be sized for you. They're amazing quality. There's so much gold there, and thank you at $9.99. You can get as many as you need. What color do you need? I do need to know the color choice. So again, they will all have white gold. So are you going with all white, white and rose, or white and yellow? That's what we need to know. What color did you get back there? I need to know because we are about, which one? Yellow. All right, so yellow gold continues to be extremely popular, and we knew that because that's why we have the most of the yellow and the white. So that may actually go up front. Let me just move that up front because that seems, so far, it's what everybody's taken. Everybody wants the yellow and the white combination there together, and that's been, again, sitting in a vault, and I brought it out, and I said, let's take that $39.99 price tag. It's our vault clearance. It may be brand new. I want to bring it down in price, and that price is weird when it's up there, but at $9.99 after your discount makes it just right. So you've got the chance, and we are really moving quickly now here on the yellow and the white. Jason, which one would you like? This is the all white. This is the white and rose. And then this is the yellow and white that's extremely popular and almost sold out. So if you do want the white and the yellow gold, you've got to go now. We have already 6 of them gone. Thank you. There goes one, just one for the rose. All right, so one left in the rose gold that we can ship. Yeah, you have the rose. All right, so rose gold as far as what can ship right now is done. I'll still be happy to make it, but rose gold will not go out on Monday now because that's gone. So last chance, last call, and here we go. $9.99 per ring, and you've got about 60 seconds to get it. And interesting, we're all going for the two-tone. It is the way that it looks most stacked. It's going to immediately look more like you've stacked 2 rings together when you do choose one of the two-tone choices there. Certainly does. Looks like you have that two-tone, well, because it is two-tone metal, and we'll show you here on the yellow gold. It's actually going to be yellow gold most of the way. So there's how, so that's kind of what we're choosing. When you say yellow, we say yellow. When you say rose, you say rose because that's actually the back of the band as well. And then all you would have is the white rhodium underneath that 1 row of diamonds so that it gives you that two-tone look. So that's really important there. But again, it's going to be solid. Whatever gold you choose in the yellow or the rose, that's going to carry on through the back of the band as well. And it's $9.99 at checkout. We've got about 20 seconds left to get it. What a value that is. And a $4,000 ring that would have cost you $8,000 to get 2, and now you're under $2,000 if you do want to get 2 and stack them together, which I highly recommend. Or you could always think about, remember how I had pinky, ring, thumb? You could do 2 different rings in 2 different sizes to wear them in different places on the hand. That's an idea as well. So always, always, always a great option there when you've got the affordability level that you have. All right, we're going to move on. We've got our color change sphene and a new trillion tanzanite. Don't forget, we had all those tanzanite pendants except for the 18 karat, 68. They were all gone earlier, so remember that. We had that killer value. We've got still the big round earrings. They should go before the day is over because it's that holiday season. Can you imagine having that as what you're wearing this holiday season and forever and ever and ever? Look at that trillion, though. That one's new, so we got to get you great, great value on this trillion. But again, last call on the bands. Almost sold out, and what we have, the rose gold to ship is sold out. The yellow gold, we only have, I think, 1 left now on the yellow gold, that, or is it 2? 2 left on the yellow and the white that can ship out right away, and good to go on the all white gold there. So great options, and what a value at $9.99 for that kind of ring. Now here's the big trillion tanzanite, and that is our one and only in this really beautiful 6 karat 97. This is going to be item number 1129795, and keep calling on the bands. We'll have those throughout the day. You'll see me wearing them throughout the day as well. It's a beautiful, easy to wear, but different band. So something that looks a little different than what you see out there all the time. And here is our Museum Reserve 6 karat 97 in this really fabulous trillion, and a new mounting for us actually too, with some mill grain baskets around each and every diamond individually. And then you've got diamonds pave on the side. So a couple of different setting styles here on this ring. You see the pave that's sitting there on the shoulders there. It's a 697 with 41 points in diamonds. A new mounting for us. It almost looks like there are different shapes. Some of them look like heart shapes. Some of them look like pear shapes, as far as those little details around it. Isn't that neat how that's done? It just gives it some like lacy texture, which is really pretty. And that's gonna be, let's see, one only here. And then we've got a little tourmaline blowout. We've got our new sphene, and we need requests because I've shown you most of what we have scheduled for the day. So let me know what you'd like to see. We went real fast in the first hour. So that's the way I like to do it. But again, waiting on those requests to see what you'd like to have on display and discounted for the day. But this has got to go too. And when we've got a new one like this and a trillion, one of those best of the best bold looks in the trillion on the hand, you can see the size here. I would say maybe even quite a bit larger than maybe a 7-carat look. Some stones do that, just have a larger face to them than they weigh. That one definitely does. That looks a lot larger than a 7-carat stone by all means. And there's a mega value here. Watch this, $9,999 supposed to be, taking it way lower than that, and only just this one. So it's going to be a critical time here to take advantage of it, especially in that new mounting. You can change the gold if you want to. So it's our first time seeing it, but we still want you to get the option to have exactly the gold color you like the best. And it looks really good. Tanzanite looks really good in white, but it looks really good in yellow as well. So take either way you'd like to go here, but certainly got to make it better than even $9,000 if we're going to get it all the way down. And remember, there's a lot of Tanzanite out there. Block C material, light in color, and it's going for $1,800 a carat for very basic material. Basic as can be. I'm so tired of seeing $1,800 a carat and people calling it the best when it's clearly light, when it has this very pastel tone to it. If it's pastel, it's not the best in the world. And don't let somebody tell you what your eyes can see and know as being untrue. That's as simple as it gets. You don't need to be a gemologist who studied tanzanites to know the better material from the real basic. The real basic is basically everywhere but here, and what we have is the rock star of the best, and it's the best of the best because it's the Museum Reserve now that we've got for you, and it's under $5,000. Let's not even take it down to $49.99. I'll keep on going. We've got a better value for you right now, but need you on the lines because there is only one, and it's the mega trillion, and I'm going to bring it down below even $4,500. Let's go. We're going for it. We got 90 minutes to go in the show. So not a lot of time, and certainly, hopefully, a lot of requests coming in as well. Let's get those in. Let's do all those requests we need to do because I am limited with jewelry, so we are anticipating your requests and ready to show you whatever you need to see. But let's get this even lower than 49. I said 45. I want to take it lower. 44? 43? Let's go $42.99. That way, it's under $4,000 when you get it at checkout. $38.69 for a 6-carat 97. Wowza. So that's going to be a really good value on a trillion. And don't forget about those diamond bands, those tanzanite rounds, the moonstone, the black diamond, the purple paraiba, the Kunzite pendant, the sapphire bracelet, the 18-karat gold, red, white, and blue ring, and also we had the Congolese tourmaline at the start of the show. Don't forget about that. If you were a late arrival this morning, I understand. Sometimes it takes a minute to get rolling on the weekends, doesn't it? Here we go. I would have no idea anything about that, right? No. Look at that. It's 1119256. I just feel like maybe it needs another look. It's the way I started the show thinking, well, somebody's going to pop in and see that and love it. I think that maybe we didn't have a lot of people here at the very, very beginning. So it's worth another look to see the 8-carat 94 tourmaline that you're looking at now with this dazzling, and keep in mind this would be a stone that would really love if we had a light today and we don't, so that's a shame because this stone just is like diamond-like. It really has a shine that is so brilliant. It's our 8-carat 94 with 46 points in diamonds. It's in the yellow gold, stays in the yellow gold. That's a lot of gem. It's a lot of diamonds around it. That entire piece is $1,699. $1,699 for that tourmaline. One of our biggest and best right there, and it's $1,529 at checkout. So it may not be the big tanzanites going, but it will be that tourmaline. There is no choice. That's got to go because of the mix of colors. Almost like citrusy, pinks, goldens, oranges and yellows, golden color, all together as one. Let me show it on the hand because, yeah, 9 carats, big time stone. Roval cutting. Do you notice it's not just a basic oval? It's got more of a rovally shape to it, and every time I have it in a slightly different light, it has slightly different hues that get a little bit stronger than maybe where you saw it up close, or maybe when you see it outside in UV light, or maybe when you see it in bright, 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 hot fluorescent lighting. It's always going to shimmer and show you maybe a stronger look. Like right now I'm seeing a lot more of the goldens, and there was a lot more pink up close. So it's $15.29 for a gorgeous, bold, and really rare ring. That's what I would say. Tourmaline collectors, go for it. You will love it. And listen, you got the money back guarantee on everything you're shopping for despite these under cost prices. So there's just it's a real perfect time to be shopping. $15.29. So just one of the thousands of one-of-a-kinds I got to get through in the next couple of, I don't know, I got like 88 minutes to go. So here's what we're doing. Now 87. So the time is flying on by. We do have a very, very important sphene coming up as well. Yellow diamond heart-shaped necklace. I've shown you before, but we'll get it last call out the door. Who's got our tourmaline? A couple of people verifying on this one. We'll see who's got it. And then we've got a bicolor. Oh, wait to see this bicolor. So we can go 2 for 1. This is where colors blend together, multiple colors mixing, mixing, mixing. Here's the twofer. Here's the rare, rare watermelon tourmaline, otherwise known as the bicolor. The tourmaline is gone. And there's that really special watermelon tourmaline that has the pink and the green, 112-5329. Take a look at this one. Another one of a kind. I got millions of them. I got millions. They're never ending. The one of a kinds just keep on coming. So just got to get through them all. That's what we're doing. So here's what I have, $377, and blowing out jewelry for that occasion. Because if it's not a, guys, if you got to sell hundreds of one of a kinds every day, and you got to still pay for the airtime, they got to be really, really low in price. Because if they're not, they're going to stay here. And I can't go quickly through hundreds or thousands of one-of-a-kinds if the prices are up here and we have to debate it. So I just have to really, we're going to get like, even again, it's getting crazier on these blowouts, just making sure everything goes. Here's our 377 true tourmaline here. This is where you get the split. Mother Nature did that. It's not some machinery or some gluing process. That's growing a crystal like that where it's got the pinks and then it's got the greens, and yet there's so many things that can go miserably wrong when you have these bicolors, and usually it's just the colors get too dark or the stones are really, really included. I can't find a flaw. What about you? You're probably looking on a much bigger screen. Even if you're watching on a computer, you're probably watching on a bigger screen than my monitor is. And look at that. Those are I can't find a flaw in it. It is just completely clean. It's our 377 tourmaline. It's got 51 points in diamonds around it. Classic mounting. Let's truly blow it out. It's been $79. It's been $59.99. It's been $49.99. Then it kind of stuck there for a while. Then it got down to $39.99 and still stuck around. Well, can't risk anything staying. So let's make it even better, especially when there's such a large contingent of collectors that want bicolors and then still can't afford them because they're pricey, they're expensive, they're rare. When it's a more rare stone, you pay more money. Watch this price from $3,999. I'll make it $1,999, and then you get $200 extra off that on us. So yeah, $17.99 for that one of a kind. Let me show it to you on the hand here, and then we got to move along because that will be gone. Remember, the zircon's already gone from a moment ago, or rather the tourmaline's gone from a moment ago. We've got a zircon coming up, and I don't know about this next zircon. This one is like the $1 million piece, but I'm going to show it. I might scare a few people away, but I do have a 15+ carat blue zircon. Don't think I've had one before. It's really good. And it's new. So more new on the way. Just had to have some newness for our Saturday. So here we go. Nobody on the bicolor. I'm keeping that one. I literally don't own a bicolor tourmaline, and I have loved this one for a long time. And now I'd say go ahead and take it. Look at how it's like golden colors, golden sheets of color there, all throughout the inside. Every step facet just lights up. And it does that routinely, not because it's in lights. Remember, we don't have much light today, so that's what it's going to do. Okay, so this is just for show and tell, nothing else. It's our little museum break. there's a 15 karat plus blue zircon here. Look at that. You never see this. Mined out stone, only one place to ever get it out of Cambodia. And we have a 15 karat plus example, 1129810. And what do? Put really fancy, fabulous cut diamonds alongside it. So that's our 1537 with 29 points in diamonds. Wow. Isn't that something? And we'll recap a couple other things because I know we've got a couple other things that have got to go, like our Kunzite pendant, our Sapphire bracelet. So we'll be recapping those for you as well. Just like when we recapped the beautiful blend of the colors in Tourmaline, it sold immediately. So here we are, 1537 in the Cambodian blue. It's $umpteen. Let me know if you like it. I mean, I try to give you values, but sometimes these museum pieces, they're just pricey. They're just pricey. But you know, I can take $11,999 and reduce it. If there is somebody out there who's saying that is the dream ring, I mean, besides me, who's absolutely having an inner dialogue right now that's saying that's the dream ring right there. Watch this on the hand though. In the white gold it stays. Here's what it looks like from that perspective, this turquoisey blue, otherwise known as like the Windex blue neon color. And it's going to be a lot better than $11,999. Yeah. What was that? Oh, okay. Thank you. Our trillion. Thank you. Tell you what I'll do here. This will not be $11,999. First caller, there's just nothing else like it in the entire inventory. We know because we've cleared out the vaults. This is under $10,000. And we're already, you know, under $1,000 a carat, that's obvious. But here's what we're going to do instead of 10 or 9 or 8 or 7. This is for the elite collector. This is a beautiful 3-stone setting style as well. It's not even 79 or 69. I'm truly blowing it out. Somebody's got to own it. $5,999 on the zircon. $59.99 and you get $600 off. So $53.99 at checkout. And then we'll recap our trillion in our Kunzite. We'll recap our Sapphire bracelet. And we will keep on getting those great values you'll love. So this is going to be that quick little recap here because I know a lot of people tuning in a little bit later on a Saturday. I understand. Here we go. Fancy cut trillion and the Kunzite pendant. It was 11289. Nope, 9819. That's going to be our fancy trillion. Beautiful purples and lavenders and pinks together. And then you have the 807, 19 points in diamonds as well. And one caller, that's down to $16.99, everybody. And then there's that diamond design up top as well, and a beautiful look with the way the prongs come over. It's like that overlapping design we see in jewelry so often now in designer styles where you have gold overlapping. So a little gold overlay over your diamonds, making the prongs. So, and really makes sense with that trillion, given that it's got so much fancy facet pattern throughout. It feels like the prongs are an extension of that. It feels like there's almost you carry out that starburst effect through and around this gorgeous halo. All right, so that's $16.99. Then I got to show you this bracelet from earlier. Let me start with it on the wrist, if I may, because it just looks so fabulous to see these colors more all at once instead of just one by one. So this is the bracelet I brought you in sapphires earlier. It's 1115238, and it's multiple colors of sapphires, unheated, all of them, 6 individual stones from pink to chartreuse, royal blue to purple, blue green to cornflower blue. And it's going to be a 7 1/4 inch bracelet. Let me show you the whole length of it here with this little, this great bow detail design is your link. So it's got the bows with a bezel set diamond in the center of every one of the bows. You see your 6 very different sapphires, but they all blend as far as colorways so beautifully together. And the bow detail is so stunning. It's just a fun way to do a bracelet. And keep in mind, all the sapphires you see here, unheated, untreated, very unique. There they are, cornflower, blue, green, purple, royal, chartreuse, hot pink. All for one great price. Take a look at it again up close. This would be under $2,000 for the first time today. It is $19.99 and with an insert closure and 2 figure-8 safeties, and it is a 7 1/4 inch length. So you get the wonderful option here to own multiple colors, all unheated, bigger stone sizes as well. beautifully done in solid gold with diamonds, all bigger diamonds individually as well. And that's here for only $19.99, but really $17.99 to check out. So one only there. Just want to remind you, those are a couple recaps from our very first couple of minutes today. Then we've got some zircon earrings that are coming up, blue zircon earrings, as a matter of fact. Our yellow diamond necklaces here. And then we have a color change sphene, the one to own. And then there's also a big tanzanite here as well. If you want a 931, this is the emerald cut we'll see a little bit later with the really big diamonds. So that's a cool piece. And then all your requests, whatever it may be, we can help you out there. But let's get done. We've got a couple minutes here till our top of the hour, which is when we see the yellow diamond necklace. Yeah, we're going to bring you an affordable way to get a yellow diamond, a bigger center stone with side stones, and it's all going to be the heart shape. Let me just give you a little preview of what's coming up in about 17 minutes here. This would be the top of the hour. The yellow diamond, oh my goodness, it's the perfect yellow diamond heart shape. Can you imagine putting that on your favorite person in the world's neckline this holiday season? Can you even imagine it? The symbolism, the true details, and the cutting of a fabulous, perfect heart, all done with the bezel and the prongs. It's locked in. And then you got those extra yellow diamonds. That's coming up at the top of the hour. That is giftable. It's a giftable moment. So that'll be here in just a short bit of time. $19.99. I cannot believe it. All those sapphires here for that price tag. All right, let's get to the quick look at the blue zircon earrings because they're going to fly. We've had already so many lovers of the blue zircons today, and I'm glad to see you out there. This is a really tough earring to show and display because it's all got all these movable pieces and parts to it as far as when you see, look at that, pave, bezel, prong. It's a lot of different setting styles going on here. 1129821. Here's the other. Gorgeous match pair of those turquoisey. I'll tell you, if you picked up that trillion cut earlier, this is the same exact color of turquoisey blue instead of just blue that we saw in the trillion cut that I had earlier. And it's no problem to mix and match your cuts at all. It's actually quite admirable, I think, to have. I prefer a matching set where the colors match and not the shapes. I think if every single thing matches, it can sometimes look a little more basic. I think that this is really a beautiful way to complement any of your other zircons. It's $329 in pear shapes, so about a carat 60 each, plus you have 89 points in diamonds, and they're quite lengthy. It's a little longer drop than what we typically do, so if you're looking for a little extra and you really like that extra length because it's really flattering on, it's a really good way to go. So I'm going to show you from a distance away. I'm so excited for one caller to get them, and yeah, there's only one pair here. It's a miracle to have two matched pair shapes in the first place that can make a pair of earrings like this. That's the length they give you. So you can see it's all diamonds, the whole length of the earring, including all the way around your zircons. The pair shapes are here. Take a look at the length. It's 1.5 inches in the length here, top to bottom. They'll have a post and butterfly backing as well. I'll pop one on the ear for you and get ready because there's one pair, and we all know this. They should be $59.99 on the show. It's why most of our blue zircon earrings stick around, is because they're always $6,000 or $7,000 for anything substantial, not just a basic stud, but something with a little more going on. This certainly is a lot more going on. And then look at this on, and keep in mind, I don't have a backing on, so they're not staying perfectly where they would. They're leaning a bit, but that's how they look as far as a length and a distance away. So just a great look there, dangling right below the jawline there. And a better price. This is probably my best price on blue zircon drops that I've ever had in the show's history. So come on in on the early side. Let's take another close-up look. Those are so elegant, aren't they? Very, very pretty earrings. And let's take them on down below even $5,000. I got one caller who's going to take them. And I know this is going to be an easy deal when this price gets up here, but there is going to be a little competition on those phone lines. No doubt about it. Top of the hour is coming up with the yellow diamond necklace. Then we've got our color change sphene. Then we've got more of the tourmalines, the rare tourmalines on the way. But also it's request time. Haven't had one yet. Would love to know what your requests are today, if you have anything you're looking for in particular. But this is where our $59.99 earring is going to be under $3,000. I would love to get $29.99, and I think I could. But instead, just to make sure they go, to make sure they're not staying here today with us, we're going to go even lower and make this better than 29, better than even 25. Only one pair. I've never had a zircon earring in a drop priced this way. and they should be long gone already. And you know what? Make them $2,499. They'll be $22.49 at checkout. And who's going to get them? We're all just waiting to see. And by the way, they can actually be changed in the gold color. So if you would rather have the yellow gold, we'll do it for you, no charge. Yellow, rose, whatever you'd like. But $24.99 for zircon earrings? And really, I wish I had a million pairs. I don't. I have one pair. That's because you matched up a pair of pairs. So one pair, because you got two pairs. One pair. You get it? So here we are, $22.49. Who's got them? We only have one pair. Do you want them, Jason? Or that's a request? That's a request? Well, at least we're getting requests in. That's good. $23.99. $22.99. I don't know. I gotta move them. They're too pretty to stay here. They're just too good. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Instead of 20, I'm literally, look at, I'm going through more and more and more of the vault. These are boxes. This is how we kind of organize everything in the vaults to keep it all situated. I am going through all of our zircons. There is nothing else like this. And you know what? I'm gonna do this. Already, I was thinking about this, but the problem is you're still over $2,000 right now. So let's change that. Let's go $2,199. We are leaving nothing here. That is, you know what's happening, right? With that 10% off, you'll be under $2,000 on that pair of earrings. Wow. So that's how I would do it. Zircon earrings in the drops, $21.99, and they'll be gone. They will be gone in a hurry. $21.99 only, and that's going to come down to just $19.79. What a good year it was. Well, I think it was. Who knows? I was not around, but here we are. I'm sure it was. The world was bracing itself for my arrival, but here we are. It's like, uh-oh, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. We have pink diaspora. We have color change diaspora. And you know, last night, was a lot of fun when you bring out a 7-carat diamond ring. Almost 7 carats, 661, that's pretty good. So that's here too, just want to remind you, because I haven't let the jewelers have it yet. They want to melt it. I said, give me one more day with it. And then here we go with our big, we got a mandarin garnet for you. I've got emerald earrings on the way. Our blue zircon's going to stay here at under $2,000. It looks and appears like they might for another moment or two. All right, so that just means let's bring out the sphene. Let's bring it out. Brand new, 112-9789. Let's go for it. Go for the sphene here with all the colors in a brand new. Show it off, radiant cut, stunning double halo, classic, right? But we have upped the whole thing. The game of rare is like completely won when you get a sphene. But then to take those bright, beautiful colors, those dynamic green-based colors, then the reds, the yellows, the oranges, the blues, everything that comes from within in that highly dispersive stone, but then to think that it changes color as well, and you get all of that in a 172. So it's 9789. It's our 172, which is a big size, mighty fine to get in that color change sphene. Then you get 34 points in diamonds. That would be the white diamonds. 17 points in the yellow diamonds. So we've got an overall grand total of 51 points in the diamonds here, but it's so elegant. It's just really cool. I mean, look at the perfect matching of the bright yellows coming from inside the stone that are matched with the yellow diamonds around it. So attractive and a huge value. Yay, I'm so excited about this. It's $49.99, which I love. Don't get me wrong, as a sphene lover, I introduced these to the world back in 2017. It was early on, 2017, and yes, they were popular. Then there was a better arrival. There was actually a little higher end material that came out more recently. It was about 7-8 months ago. And it was that same collector from Madagascar who was actually a miner at the time. He had saved them. This was, obviously there was a knowledge of sphenes out there, but they were all those neon material. They didn't change color. This is the sphene that goes up even rarer, changes color from green to red, much like alexandrites do, but you would never find a carat 77 or carat 72 alexandrite these days. You've got this color change sphene, which is going to be so much more affordable than even an alexandrite would be, and yet it's a lot more rare. Because I think we have to put it in perspective. We have to think about it in terms of like material. So color changing stones, there aren't many. There's alexandrite. There's a couple of sapphires out there. There's the diaspores now, but they don't do the green to red thing. So it's really, really special here. And yet, we're going to blow this out. I'm going to put it on the auction block, and we're going to find out who's with us. And great finishing. Look at that inside finishing. It's like a double undergallery. You've got everything underneath the stone to protect the stone, which is important. Then you've got that additional white gold on the inside as well. A beautiful bright, how about those? Dynamic, just life. It's just a big firework happening inside your stone here every time it moves. It's auction time. Gotta be. Because we got to get the phone lines rocking. And we've got an hour left in our Saturday to do it. So eventually, got to get everybody responding. Here's what I'm going to do on the brand new sphene. Amazing stone, great quality, yellow and white diamonds together. Let's not even do 4,000, 3,000. I'll tell you what, let's just make it $2,500 to start. $2,500 on one of our bigger stones left. Very tough to get anything over a carat. Here it is, nearly 2 carats in the sphene. Color changing ability, yes. Great color all the way through. It's what color is it missing? It's just got it all. And it's about as vibrant as it gets. A $10 increment, 10% off as well. When you win it, auctions are not going to be exempt from that 10% extra savings. This is what it looks like on. I think a lot of people say, oh, that's a beautiful emerald. Until all of a sudden, wait, what? Wait, no, that's not an emerald. Is it a green diamond perhaps? No. Green diamonds don't really have this color. And even green diamonds, if I ever had a 172, which I do not, but if I had a 172 green diamond, it's not going to look anything like this either, because this dispersion level is far greater than what a diamond, yes, is capable of. And it changes color. So it's truly one of the all-around rare stones you can ever get your hands on. How about 20? You know what? Skip 25. Let's try something different. Whatever it's going to take. That's what we need to do. So auctions are not really part of an event like this. They're not really, they're not supposed to be happening. You're not supposed to take lower than cost prices and then lower them even further. But we're going to do that right now just to get a few people on the phone lines. I hope that's the hope. That's the prayer. That's the goal. Let's take it even lower than 25 or 24 or 23. I'll go this way. Let's go $2,200 to start with a $10 increment, so you really don't need to concern yourself at all with the increments until that open is received. But $2,200 to get it all started with a $10 increment and a 10% off at checkout opportunity. And then we've got our top of the hour coming up, 5 minutes. Yellow diamond necklace. I know everybody's waiting for it. I get that. There are only a few left, though. It was here earlier at a higher price, like a couple of weeks ago. We're going to bring it out. Yellow diamond heart-shaped necklace. You will see it. We also have that heart-shaped purple paraiba. Don't forget about that. We also have this sphene now at $2,200 to open. No open yet. We've got tourmalines on the way. I've got 3 of my most exotic colors of tourmaline here. And they're outstanding. Wait till you see them. We're going to show you some more tourmalines coming up on the way. If you have any questions, any requests, we are still waiting for that first elusive request of the day. Whoever's request it's going to be, you might win a prize. It's really, really important to get those requests in. Tell us what you'd like. The entire inventory is available to you. It's just not available to me until you ask for it. So that's really crucial. Keep that in mind. Ask for those requests. And then let's go ahead and give you a look at a gorgeous yellow sapphire. I'm going to do the tourmalines really fast because I have all these tourmalines, and I just figure it might be easier to just go ahead and show them to you at once, because otherwise, it takes a while. So let's do this. I've got a beautiful true green. I've got the neon chartreuse, and then I got a pink. And the pink has a little bit of gold into it and a little bit of purple to it. So I'm going to zoom right back. Let me just dance around here so I can get to that camera, and then just go ahead and zoom right on back for you, show you the 3 impressive tourmalines we have. I got to discount some things. I got to make sure that we move jewelry here, and we've got an hour left to do it. So yeah. Oh, okay. You know what? Just take it then. I mean, whatever we're going to do. I don't have much competition on auctions these days, so go ahead. You want to do it? Go ahead, take it. If anybody wants the sphene, because I know that somebody just said, well, what happened to the auction? If you want it, we didn't get an open, so you call me and you can have it. And by the way, $2,200 was the open. So I'll honor that And I'm just thinking that would also be under $2,000 for that sphene if you want to take it. So $2,200 out the door, and then of course your 10% extra off. So yeah, if you want the sphene, go ahead and take that. Here's what I just don't have, we only have an hour left. So, and I'm hoping, I think in the last hour, we're gonna get some requests in. So we've got our tourmaline in the green. This is a radiant cut. Then we've got our oval, which is like an apple green, is how I would describe it, kind of a neon. This is 18 karat gold, and I could tell the second I picked it up, it was so weighty. This is our beautiful pinky purple golden, and that's gonna be the one in 18 karat, the other platinum. So we're gonna have platinum on the left and right in the greens, and then you're gonna have the pink done in the 18 karat gold. And let's make it easy. I'm going to walk you through some carat weights because they're good size as well. 298 in the middle. The side stones are 4 carats, 48. And then here's your 476. So really good size in both your greens and your pinky golden purple. That's really pretty with the locking kind of style. It looks like open cutouts, interlocking on the sides. It is terrific. You know, it is terrific. I think if we can get the price to be terrific, that'll be even better. So how about this? Well, I'm looking at $49.49 and $59.99 as they started. So the beauty of it is we'll just take them on down and send them on out. All stay as they are. Again, platinum on the left and right, 18 karat white gold in the middle, and your choice of whichever one you like, but they are one of a kind. I love these bigger diamonds that are setting right on the side there. This one also flanked with diamonds on the side and some pave work there. That's a really clean stone. They all are. But that color is so unusual. These are all really blends, except for I would say the green is probably the most of a kind of a real true color, but the other two have blends of color. Somewhat like we saw earlier when we saw a pinky golden stone. These are really blending. That chartreuse is really a perfect blend of like a bright green and a neon yellow. Then the pink in the middle has pinky. Every time I look at it, it's a little different color that shines through. Pinky golden as well. Little hint of purple there as well. We've only got 2 minutes to our top of the hour. Our yellow diamond necklace will be coming out to play. But right now, all about these gorgeous tourmalines and a rare stone at that. We'll send them on out. Better than even $19.99. Just go ahead and find them a home. They've all got to go 2 bigger platinum pieces. One is 18 karat gold, so all really premium metals here. And they won't be 19, 18, 17. Why not? Move some jewelry last minute of hour number 2. We've got 1 hour left to go. And I'll make them $1,699 only. And they're all one of a kind. So you take which one you love, you pay $15.29 instead, and it just makes everybody happy, as long as you're first. The only people that aren't happy are the second, the third, and fourth callers when they hear sold out, sold out, sold out. So here's your chance right now. Get them quickly, and let me know which one you want to see on the hand first. But again, all really good size. The 2 greens are well over 4 carats. The pinky golden is going to be that 3 carat almost. Yeah. You got it. Left side, it is on the way here first. This is item number 1124786. Take a look at it. It's got that apple green. You can almost just like sense the tartness of it, right? It's a beautiful, rare stone. I love that it's a heavy platinum band. Platinum, 448 in the tourmaline and 12 points in the diamonds. That looks like more, but okay. And that's going to be only $16.99. So that's a great one there and a very unusual, exotic kind of look with that color play that it's got. And your choice of for only $15.29 at checkout. Much better value there. Thank you, thank you. And then we will talk top of the hour because it's there. It's almost time. Got about 10 seconds left and it'll be top of the hour time with our yellow diamond necklace. Can't wait. Really good heart shape. So rare. I don't know if anybody else goes ever out and shops in the real world, but you know, as part of my job to what I do here is to really give you keep you informed, because not everybody can travel the world and go to every jewelry store and, you know, look at every designer, and maybe you don't get the catalogs at home or what have you. I cannot find a yellow diamond anywhere in a heart shape. Yellow diamonds in their natural form are tough enough as it is. But when you talk about a yellow diamond in a heart shape, like what we're going to show you next, it's really, really rare. And here it is. Not to mention, it's a ½ carat stone in the middle. And I'm going to come in real close because I want you to see. We don't just say, here's a yellow diamond, take it or leave it. It's a yellow diamond in a heart shape that's also a VS quality. And it's all natural. And this is always a tough one because it sits at a weird angle, so it doesn't really face directly to your eye level, but it does help when it's in focus. So there you go. What do you think of that? As we have reached the top of the hour of our big Saturday show. Glad you're with us today. Hi, everybody. I'm Lauren Blair. This is our last hour of our Saturday together. This is it, guys. We got like 18, I think it's 18 shows left in the year. So like the calendar year of 2025. So we figure we got 3 hours of show. We got a lot of inventory. We're making new for the new year. 2026 hits and it's new. So here's what we want to do. Take what we have, blow it out. If you ask me, it's the perfect time of year to do a sale like this because we're all thinking about, well, we're all like stressed to the nines. We're all thinking about other things that we might not normally thinking about if it's February or July. So this is where we've got the busy holiday rush. We're talking about gifting moments, especially here. We're talking about treat yourself moments, especially with the price tags coming down. Everything that we have here for you, top-notch jewelry, ready to go. I'm only doing things that are ready to ship. I'm not doing things, I'm not making things because otherwise I won't get to you in time. We have to do things, I mean, Hanukkah starts on December 15th, am I correct? So we're not that far away. So here's where we gotta go. It's already, what, the 6th? It's crazy how time is going. So guys, we need to think holiday shopping, and maybe you just wanna do, I always say this to, I say this to some people I know very well, instead of doing a lot of little things, do one nice thing. Do one great thing. It's what she's going to love and treasure and value forever. And when it comes to jewelry, I don't know if there is any more elite level gift than jewelry. And especially when it's fine, very high quality jewelry. Take a look at this. This is our yellow diamond necklace. A perfect gift moment. A great heart shape. An unusual style. A classic all-together necklace, not a pendant where you have to run around and find a chain for them that you're going to end up spending $1,000 on for just a basic chain, because you can't. This is a much better economical way to do something incredibly important and very special. The item number is 112-7375. Welcome into our last little bit of Saturday together. If you have any requests, I don't know, I'll stop saying it because I don't think there are any. But we haven't had one, didn't have one last night, didn't have one today. It just means I must be showing you exactly what you want to see. But if not, you can tell me and we guide us to what you want to see come out from the vaults. Because I know this is vault jewelry you have not seen in a long time in some cases, and other pieces like this one, we only debuted a couple of weeks ago. But it wasn't very successful because it was $29.99. So we've got to change it up here and give you 10% off so we can say, here's what we made up. I've got 3 of them made up and ready to go. 3, that's not a lot. It's certainly better than 1, but it's not a lot of them. So we'll send them all out. And 3 to go around, not going to be enough. So call early. We've made it fully adjustable, 16, 17, 18 for your gifting ease. We have added 2 extra yellow diamonds. Let me show you what those look like. There they are. So there's a bezel set yellow diamond on either side. We did 1 on each side, which sometimes we just do an asymmetrical design. This is going to be 1 on each side. There's also a lobster claw closure, which is the higher end of the closures. There's the 16, 17, and 18 inch length built in, and we're going to give you a great value, better than great. $29.99 didn't work. It's certainly not going to work even with your 10% off. We are in the holiday rush. We are ready to give you big old values. We're ready to save you a bundle. We're ready to give you the huge moment. This is all we can do. Instead of $29, and again, made up, ready to go, they ship out on Monday. I can't ship on Saturdays or Sundays. Our shipping partners don't work. They all rest to relax and enjoy their weekends. But I will tell you, as far as pickup, okay, they might deliver, but they don't pick up. So here we are. We can ship out on Monday for you and get these right out to you, so most of you have them by Wednesday of next week. So it's there for all gifting occasions. It's there for every special occasion. It's there to enjoy. Maybe this is the kind of thing that if I can get it cheap enough, and I said the C word, cheap, I said cheap. If I can get this cheap enough, it's not a word I use, it's not a pretty word. But that's where I'm going. We're getting down and dirty here with this price tag. It's gonna be cheap, dirt cheap. And it's a yellow diamond that came from the earth. So talk about dirt. This came from the ground, this color. Most of the yellow diamonds you see out there have nothing to do with yellow diamonds. They might look like a yellow diamond, but please ask those questions about their origin, how they came to be, where they came from. Because we're looking at argyle mine material here, not some faux synthetic look-alike. This is not a simulant and it's not a synthetic. A synthetic's when it's lab grown to mimic that of diamonds so that people call them diamonds anyways, and that's not really appropriate. They're lab grown. And then there's also natural diamonds. This is what gets confusing about the yellow diamond world. There are natural diamonds out there that might have been natural from the start, and then they were treated to get the yellow color. That's also not what I'm showing you. I'm showing you the real deal, the natural from the ground. So let's just put it this way. The rarest, the best. There's only one way to really say it. It's the very, very best because it's got everything in rarity you want. Everything. 50-point minimum center VS heart shape, bezel set. It's got the side diamonds that are a point and a half each, bezel set. Every single necklace is two-tone gold, so the chain is going to be white, and everything that adorns the yellow diamonds is going to be yellow. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. This is, I'll tell you, I own a yellow diamond. I actually have two. I have two yellow diamonds from TVON, two of them. And they're both in, well, one's a pendant, one's a necklace. I have got to tell you, I wear them every single day, one or the other, and sometimes I stack and layer them. And I cannot, I don't even feel complete without them. And I feel so special. And here I am, I'm known as the face of fine jewelry on television. I encounter people every day who say, oh my gosh, hi, I've watched you on TV for years. You better believe they're looking at my jewelry. And so I just feel like if I'm going to be representing this industry and this network and of course myself, I want to be in the finest of the fine. And so that's why I choose to wear yellow diamonds every day. There are very few things, and hear me out on this, very few things in fine jewelry that are any more elite level than a yellow diamond that's natural. And that's what you get here. So that's what it looks like from one direction. Let me show it on the neckline because I know we're all probably anxious to see what that looks like. Here it is at the 16-inch length, at the 17-inch length, at the 18. Why am I showing you all three? Because those are the three options that are built in, ready to go. So you yourself or your gift recipient can wear it from here to here and in between, wherever you like. So that's the beauty of it. And it's everyday wearable and it's still layerable and doesn't mean take off the other necklace you love to wear. It means put it on with it, wear it together, enjoy it, stack it, layer it, gift it, wear two, wear three, whatever you want to do. Maybe you wear three and stack all three and they're significant of three loves, three grandbabies, three children, three pets, whatever it is. And boy, I wish this yellow diamond, obviously it's not going to balance right there, but you can see that color is strong. And it's not even 29. It's our big top of the hour for a very good reason. And you get the value of a lifetime. And I'll tell you, as someone who's also given gifts of yellow diamonds, nothing has been more well received than a gift of a yellow diamond because it's so special, it's so rare, it's so lovely, it's so lavish, and it's not $19.99. And it's not $1,500 or $14.99. This is a must-have. If there ever was a must-have in jewelry, I think it's this, only because this price tag is so good. I would not normally say that because yellow diamonds are also pretty expensive typically, here or anywhere else. You're not finding just any price tag like this anywhere you go. This is rare. It is specialty. And what we're going to do is bring you a better value than 14, than 13, than 12, because I said it. I said I'd make it giftable, and I said I'd make it cheap. And it sure is. And we're going to take it a lot lower than $12.99 or $11.99. Better than $10.99. Call me right now. We've got an amazing value. We're just going to send them out. I have three, remember that, because I think maybe Jason's already taken the first one. And if you needed two, well, you really have to hustle to be on the phone lines here if you need one. It's only $999. That is prior to, let me hand you $100. Let me just hand you $100 right back and make it $899 for an entire necklace. You know how hard it is right now to find a chain that is solid gold that's under $1,000? People are not, I guarantee you there are people right now going, whatever, until you walk into a retail store, or maybe you're just in a mall because you're going to lunch, right? Or you went to go see Santa, you know? Maybe you not personally, I don't know, but maybe you went to take the kids to go see Santa. With me for years and years and years, I always took my pets to go see Santa. I'm going to miss that this year. I was my favorite thing probably of the whole holiday season. Don't tell my family, but I loved that. That was always so fun. But, you know, maybe you're in a mall. Maybe you're walking through one. Maybe you're just getting to the restaurant on the outside. Go look at a chain. Solid gold. What's a solid gold chain going for? What's a solid gold chain going to go for? More than that? Why not say, you know what, I can go to TVON, I can get a ½ carat VS yellow diamond that's natural. I can go get a couple of extra yellow diamonds, because remember, there are 3 yellow diamonds in every necklace. 2 rounds, 1 heart shape. The heart shape's huge. The rounds, I don't have many to go around, so I'll give it 60 seconds. But that is a deal. And you know, I know we're not strangers to value. That's all we do. That's what we exist to do. That's why we are here. Listen, TVON, we wouldn't all need to put all this work in, and we wouldn't have started a network a decade ago. We were kind of late to the party, right? We're like, a lot of networks have been around 30, 40 years, right? We're the new kids on the block. We've been around a decade. The last thing the world needed was another home shopping network. But if you can do something different than what everyone else does, there's a need. And that's why we're here. We know that there's great places to buy fine jewelry, and there's great places to buy low-end jewelry, and there's great, you know, all kinds of stuff out there. There's a lot of things going on the TV channels. But there's just nothing that exists that brings you what we do, and it gives you luxury every day. This is everyday style, too. It's not the piece you're going to wear once in a while. This isn't a piece you might wear once a year at a special occasion. You wear it, you live in it, you enjoy it, you love it. That's the idea. But with only one left. Okay, so we're going to move on. But you see the clock ticking down. It's $8.99 at checkout. That is as much a must-have as I can imagine with that price tag. If it was still $3,000, take it or leave it. Leave it here, let us melt it down. If it was $300 even off, $29.99, it was still $2,700, I'd say you could leave it, let us melt it down. But when it's $8.99, you can't be leaving it. You just can't, because you're never gonna find another 50-point yellow diamond, I don't care what shape, priced like that. So that's the way to go at $999, but really $8.99, take advantage of it. We've only got one left. So if you'd like to get that one, you may. Here's my big purple paraiba I wanna show you very quickly. We still have a tanzanite to come, yellow sapphires here, aquamarine, but your request would be great. We only have 45 minutes left to get those in for the day. So I would highly recommend doing that, and then we'll move on from our necklace and show you this fabulous, it's purple paraiba, and the classic of all setting styles that we do. And look at that, 112-8567. You know what, Rhonda, thank you for chiming in about tanzanite. We're going to show you a tanzanite coming up, and I appreciate you sharing that, because boy, I've never been on a cruise. I don't do vacations, but but that's the first problem. But I've never been on a cruise, but I hear from a lot of you, apparently cruises are very popular. And I know a lot of you take them, and apparently there's a lot of fine jewelry sold on cruises. And I know that because there is a dear friend of mine who makes a living selling fine jewelry on cruise ships. And that doesn't sound like a bad living to make, honestly. I don't know, maybe I need to sign up for that. But can you imagine like being on a cruise and then just looking at, you know, helping people with fine jewelry? But it is quite expensive. So we'll talk about some tanzanite deals, and thank you for sharing that, Rhonda, and enjoy your Carnival cruise in Cozumel. It just sounds like a lot of alliteration, and I kind of loved it. So enjoy Cozumel. That's lovely and beautiful, so enjoy. And thanks, Rhonda, for sharing. We'll get into some tanzanite details, but FYI, Rhonda's seeing tanzanites at 8 carats for 22 grand. And the color's not that great. So, wow. Let me see, what would the per carat on that be? I can't even think in those math terms because I don't have $22,000 tanzanites, but let's see, that would be, Rhonda, that's $27.50 a carat. And I know that the person who supplies that line, and yeah, that's not actually that's not a bad price for out there in the international waters. It's not bad. It's not bad. But we're going to do a little bit better on tanzanite coming up. So if you'd like one of our tanzanites, we do have a big 9 carat 31 coming up in just a moment that does have red flash. So we'll show that coming up for you. But I wanted to show this. It's actually, truth be told, something that I wanted to recap from last night. It's 112-8567. It's a 346. That's one of the larger of the purple paraibas. I did show you a heart shape earlier today. But this one, simplicity. Big diamonds, 9 pointers on either side, 18 points total. Love that. And I'll tell you what I'll do real quick. We're going to make this one, I just think it's the best value we have in the purple paraibas. And I just showed you one maybe an hour or two ago, and that one was just about under $6,000. I'd like to make this more affordable than 6 or 5 or 4 or even 3. And suddenly if it's 3, it's well under $1,000 a carat, and they're just, paraibas don't exist at that price point. It's like the rarest stone going. and the purples especially. So instead of $3,000 or $2,999, I'm going to take it all the way on down, give you an extra discount, and we'll make it $2,699 prior to your discount. So that will end up being at checkout only $24.29, and just say yes, because that's a huge purple paraiba in that cushion cutting for that price, and you've got it for $24.29 if you'd like to get it. And here's what it looks like on the hand. It will change the gold color as well. If you'd rather have yellow or rose, we can do that also for you. So really beautiful. Look at those light waves. There's just like a lot of light transitions all the way through the stone, top to bottom and all the way through. Plus you have those bigger round brilliant diamonds, 9 points again each, no longer accents. Those are nice big chunky stones there. And $24.29 on one of our best purple paraibas. So that's a great one, isn't it? Love that look. So $26.99 only there, $24.29. Instead, that one should go. And then we'll get to our tansy, because, I don't know, Rhonda's telling us about what 8 carats are going for out at sea. Let's talk about what we can do in 9 carat 31 in a higher quality that are not anywhere else, just here, just with us, and we'll prove to you how great a value we can make it. Look at this. We're no stranger to values on tanzanite. We know how beautiful they are here. That exclusive luxury yellow, bright red that's going to come through on each and every stone. It's 9347. It is one of our largest stones left. I've obviously showed you the rounds earlier, but this one, 9 carats 31, and that's what it does. Lit from within, lit up and fabulous. And the baguettes. Can I just show those from this angle so you can see how white and bright they are? And the round brilliance. So 4 baguettes, 6 of the rounds, 10 stones, 98 points. They're big. Big individual diamonds here. $17,999 ring. I'm never going to get that in a million years, no matter what. Never, ever, couldn't, wouldn't, shouldn't. And that's the beauty of it. Now, Rhonda's out in Mexico, and she's just checking in with us. Now, why she's on a cruise and checking in with us, hopefully just to tell us and brag on our value. She wanted to share something with all of us. If you're like me and you haven't been on a cruise ever or recently, she said there are tanzanites on those cruise ships, which I know. I know the gentleman who supplies them. It's a small little jewelry world. We know where everybody knows everybody. It's a small little group, actually. And she said that it's $22,000 for an 8 carat stone. She said the color's okay. Obviously, it's not going to be blue winged block D, because as I said earlier, we're the only ones that have it. So no one else is going to have this level of quality. So great. Now, everywhere I know jewelry to exist, or cars, homes, even you name it, fashion, hotel rooms, usually the higher quality it is, the more money it goes for. That's not the case here. We have the literal best that's ever been mined in all this, 67, 69 is about, there's a little dispute on the actual first date that tanzanite was mined and discovered, but it was the late 60s. So you think about all the time that's passed and all the decades that have gone by, there's only been a little tiny collection, relatively speaking, of blue winged block D. It's only here. It's only here. So if you go spend $22,000 for an 8 carat stone and you're paying, what was that, $2,600 a carat, that's still not going to be the quality that this is. I have a larger stone here by reference, and we're going to make it really affordable. What were we saying? 22,000 divided by 8. That's $2,750 a carat. Well, what if I just say, here's a piece that's finished with diamonds, incredible diamonds at that, and we've got a really special look here with this, you got to see it on, because quite frankly, this is always a challenging perspective for the emerald cut, because with the baguettes, it doesn't show everything at its best at the same time. This shot does, and now you're seeing it. With the emerald cut in the center and the large baguettes on the sides, you're really seeing what makes this so important. But it's also better than $17,000. And it's also better than $10,000. And I cannot do, and listen, I can only go so low when we've got something this fine. But what I can do is take our $8,999 should be sale price today and bring it even further down for you. And put it on the auction block. Are you going to tell me that I'm going to walk in the room and you're going to see that ring blazing from my hand and you're not going to look twice? Imagine now. You walk into the room, you're wearing this ring. People say you can't put a price on happiness and the best things in life are free. I agree. But boy, do they make things a lot better, because I'll tell you right now, if this is a small price today, and I'm going to do it, if it's a tiny price, you treat yourself, because you're going to be awfully glad. It's just enjoy those best things in life while you're wearing the best jewelry that you didn't have to pay an arm and a leg for. You did not have to go on vacation to go get. That's the thing. People are on vacation, everyone's partying, enjoying life, having a great time. I'm all for it. But if you're spending $22,000 on an 8-carat stone and it's not that great, come home and shop here and relive. And you know what? I'll save you enough money to go on another vacation. True story. Because if you're spending $22,000 for an 8-carat and I'm at $9,000 for a 9-carat that I guarantee you is better quality, well, then that just saved you a lot of money. That supplied maybe, that fueled maybe your next 2 vacations. Now, since there's nobody on the phone lines for $89.99, you're not satisfied. So I can't have that, because what good am I and my existence here shopping with you if I can't make you happy with our tanzanites? And I can't get you on the phone lines to say yes and experience what it is at home. So let me make this, because it is better. As good as it looks now, it is better when it's actually in person, at home, in front of your own eyes, on your own hand. So let's put it on the auction block. And let's take the should be $89.99 price I have today and make it better, so that we can get it out the door and show you how we don't just lead in quality, we actually lead in pricing. We lead in value. We lead in money saved. And I'm not doing $8,000. You know how thrilling that would be to do $8,000 and save you another $1,000? And by the way, always money to save, because you got your 10% off. But sometimes the magic needs to happen where I need to do something more dramatic than just say, here's the price, do you like it? If you don't, I'm going to modify it and change it so you do. And it's really that simple. And if you want to spend $8,000, well, again, nope, can't do it. Please, let me fund your next vacation or your next jewelry purchase. Or if you're me, I like to go to sporting events. And I don't like to sit in the cheap seats. So I can spend jewelry money on seats. I don't care. It's what I enjoy to do. We should all do those things. And if you love jewelry, you should be able to enjoy the best in jewelry and still have money left over to enjoy other things that you love as well. And that's really why so many people who watch this show understand I don't need to go anywhere else. I'm going to get the best quality. I'm going to get the best value every time. And I can still enjoy the jewelry I love that for everyone else is a luxury, because it costs too much money to actually afford. Let's make it better than $8,000, then $7,000, then I can't do 6. I can't. Should I? Let's test it. $6,000 to start. $6,000. Let's go. We can do this together. I know that this Saturday is a special one. This is the season where every day is special. Let's make it $6,000. Yes, you'll save 10% if you win it. $6,000 to start. $6,000, by the way, on a 9-carat 31. I mean, if I'm not even including the big diamonds, and that's tremendous. But think about where we're at right now. Okay, let's go better. I'm going to try something. Tony, this is I've been doing this sometimes because I'm not supposed to do auctions. Y'all know that. It's a clearance sale. We don't need to do auctions. But I kind of do. So I've been kind of testing the audience a bit by doing auctions where I say, okay, let me challenge you. Let's see if we have anybody out there who likes the stone. Obviously, I never say just buy it because it's cheap. Otherwise, you buy everything. Buy it because you love it. Buy it because it's going to bring you joy. At the end of the day, you could turn right around the next day and sell it at any given moment and make a profit. I mean, that's always something I consider. That's when I know it's a good value. That's how I shop for jewelry. I know if it's a great value, I know that because I can turn around the next day and make money on it. That's when it's a good value. That's what this is. So instead of $6,000, let's try $5,500. $55 to get it started. Those are massive baguette diamonds around it. It's in the white gold only, so the only thing we'll need to know is your ring size. Keep in mind, whoa, I just realized something. I forgot about the 10% off. This is the danger of auctions. So that would actually be $49. Okay, forget about it. Nope, can't do that. Or I really kind of wonder now if we've got a tanzanite audience today. Might be the perfect one to try if you want to go high end, extremely special. Let's go $5,000. I don't think anyone's here. $5,000 to start. I'm really doing this for 60 seconds only. A $10 increment, a $5,000 open, a 10% off discount if you win it, which you know what that is. That's the easiest math in the world. That's $500 off, and that's on a 9 karat 31. So I probably don't need to tell you this, but if we were to get that open, and not including the gold and the diamonds, which are huge. Look at this on the hand again, because I know the diamonds don't look all that special here, but they do there, because they do. This is the weirdest ring, and I don't know why it sits this way and why it does this. Those diamonds are the most incredible white bright diamonds. I'm showing you right there. And yet they look, I don't know, the angle is just odd on this shot. So let me show it again on the hand here, because it's big. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not a big ring. It is a big ring. It's a big ring. That's what I like about it. It's an important one. This isn't your maybe like, oh, that's a normal average. No, we don't do normal or average. But I'm giving it 15 seconds to get $5,000, which would never, it wouldn't be $5,000, it'd be $45,000. Quick little $500 back in your pocket. Keep in mind, there's stones out there, not as good, that are going for $27.50 a carat and more. I told you the regular block C's are going for $18.50 a carat on TV. I've seen that, you've seen that, we all see that. It happens every day. Why spend that and get lesser quality? Get this one and enjoy it for what it is, which is the absolute best in the world. And I am literally saying that with the most intention, because it's a fact. There is no better tanzanite, and it's only here with us. And somebody asked me earlier, will you be exhibiting, well, what did she say? She said, will you have any tansies at Tucson this year? We don't exhibit our tanzanites at Tucson. We don't take them to Hong Kong. We don't take them to JCK Las Vegas. We don't take them to Tucson or any of the other trade shows. From little to big to medium and everywhere in between. From jewelry to loose gem oriented. We don't exhibit these gemstones because these are only here for our TVON audience. That's it. It is, do we have $5,000? Which really isn't $5,000, which is the craziest part of all. And by the way, if anyone wants me to do the math for you, I'm going to do it. If you picked this up at $5 and take the 10% off and it's $45, if we're ignoring the diamonds and ignoring the gold, that would be $483 per carat. Try to find something in tanzanite today of any quality for $480 a carat. Not going to happen. So tell me something. Can I at least be considered the leader in tanzanite? Quality and value. Do I get to have that title? Because that's important here. Tell everybody you know before they go out and spend cruise ship money, retail money, other home shopping network money, thousands and thousands of dollars per carat on lesser material. You don't need to. We've got it for right now, this is $483 a carat. That is unheard of. Do we have the open at $5,000? We do. Okay, so we have the open at $5,000. I'm just seeing that. So we have $5,000, and that means it's going to sell. And we only have, literally, we have 31 minutes left of the show. That's it, 31 minutes. What would you like to see? Still awaiting that first request of the day. Take a look, let's give it 2 minutes. Let's send it out of here. Do you want to let me know, Jason, who you have is with the open, or do they want to stay anonymous? Either way is fine with me. Because we do have a request here. Actually, never mind, we have our first request. Is it Hoover? Okay, so we do have a great band ring coming up. Yes, we do. That's good news. Okay, so we got a great band ring coming up after this by request. We'll share it with you. But last call right now. This is your last, I got to try it on again. This is the only way to see it, the best way to see it, and to show you what you're going to witness at home when it arrives, when it's on your hand, is this perspective here. That is important. Now, keep in mind, it's not my size. A couple sizes too big, but look at how beautiful that is from a distance away. You have literally 80 seconds to get in. And for everybody who said the other day and 2 days ago who's newer or maybe hasn't watched in a while or what have you, I'm missing out. How? You got to call early on in the clock because there's a delay. So if you wait till the clock ends to call, you're going to be about 3 minutes too late. You've got to call really early on the clock. You can get in, you can bid. There's nothing to lose because look, no final sale. No final sale attached to this. You have a money back guarantee. So if you don't believe that something this beautiful and this rare can be some price this way, I challenge you to try it. Let us do everything for you. Get it in your ring size, ship it to your doorstep for free, all of that, and then you will witness what everybody else, and the only people would say that are the people that have ever shopped here before, because it's what everybody says the first time around. Until they know, they don't know. That's the thing. You have to make that first purchase and see what it's all about. which most of our shoppers at this point who have tanzanite, or who don't rather, are probably new, because we've been bringing this quality for 7 years at amazing values. 7 years coming up in a couple of days. We're celebrating a 7-year anniversary with this material in a few short days. Look at that. Look at that's doing. How about it? Do we have anybody else? Nope. All right. And who was that there, Jason? Oh, wonderful. Where's she calling from? That's Illinois. Andy, you're not on this one? Let's go. Sold. Congratulations. That's out of here. Well done. Congratulations, Myrna. Take a look at this one for our requester. It's a band ring. It's available in yellow, white, or rose. And it's item number 1129245. And we are getting down to it in the show. Let me know what you'd like to see if you have requests. Here's our rose gold, white gold, yellow gold band with a 30-point minimum oval diamond set into the band, and it could be men's or ladies, children, or anyone you want. I mean, it really is a band that's very universal. 30 points in the diamond oval set into. So this is burnished down into. It's not bezel set. It's actually burnished into the band. It is so cool. And it is really well made, and it's nice heavy gold weight, but we just want it to be that wearable style. I have the rose gold here. Looks like we can do any size you need, by the way. So men's, ladies, like I said, any finger on the hand, pinky to thumb, or anywhere in between, it works. There's the rose gold. Here's the white gold. Let me show them to you here so you can see what they look like in an assorted way. So you can see how that's just a really sleek, of course, that's the beauty of it, all smooth. Everything is set down into the band. So there's, look at that, no prongs. Do you see how, look at that from the side profile. Completely set flush into the band itself, which is really remarkable to see. It's also pretty challenging to do. Every diamond has to be chosen so that it can be the exact length. The length of the diamond has to be the width of the band. So it's really important to see how that's done. And of course, a very special opportunity coming up, and one of those great ones to check out. Plus, it's also very stackable. You can stack it, layer it, put it on as an anniversary band, something like that. If you want to stack together, you can. But here's the deal. We have white, yellow, and rose gold. It's a fabulous, fabulous value. And it's going to be under $1,000, and we only have a couple to go around, so this isn't going to last very long. But it's such an important style because it also can replace or upgrade the wedding bands. It can be that great pinky ring, thumb ring, index finger ring. I mean, everybody can wear it. Wide enough to be for the bigger fingers like the gentleman and things like that, and still very, very wearable for every day. So that's tough to say. There aren't a lot of rings that are going to fall into that really universal category. This one does, but still with the highest of quality in that center diamond that is VS. Let's blow it out. It's not $9.99. It's not going to be, and this is going to just, I can't have this ring without lighting up the phone lines, and that's at $9.99. Today you get 10% off, which right now is $100. Wait for it. I'm going to do better, and I want to really set these phone lines ablaze here. We are really going to do some crazy value here. Remember our last 101 diamond band ring, the double wave ring, that was here earlier, still available if you'd like it, but that was $9.99. This one's a single individual larger stone, and we're busy. Look at this. On the phone lines, we're backed up already. That's not a surprise. This ring does it every time because listen, I can have every tanzanite, every ruby, every sapphire, every tourmaline. Most rings that I bring, think about this. It's true. This is why, you know, it's a fascinating world we live in here. Most rings I bring, if I bring one specialty design with one specialty color stone, it's probably going to appeal to 1 out of every 1,000 people, right? Probably 1 out of every 1,000 people are going to like it or be able to wear it or say, that works for me. Because maybe it's huge, maybe it's too big, maybe it's the color, maybe they already have it. This is a ring that works for, honestly, I don't think there'd be anybody out there unless you own it already, which even then you could stack it, you could layer it, you could get another gold color. There are so many reasons to get this ring. And the first one is the universal appeal, the wearability of it, the fact it's the one you wear all the time because we want to invest into things we know we're going to wear. It's all happening with this very design. Take a look at it. It's not going to be $9.99 or $8.88. I'm not stopping there. It's not going to be $888 either. It's not even $799. This is absolute madness in this gold world we live in. And it's not even $7.99. Don't sell them yet. I've got white, yellow, rose. And by the way, if you ever wanted to get more than one in one gold color or another, if you're gifting, if you need that upgrade, what about that gentleman who lost his wedding band and it was scratched up anyways and it was from a million years ago? Get this one. It works for gents and ladies. It works for anybody and everybody. And you can stack them up and you can do different things and you can always, everybody would wear it differently. It's like I could hand the same black dress to 8 different women, but we're all going to accessorize it differently and make it look different depending on how we style it. This is still a ring you can style in different ways. And I'm going to do even better. It's almost like a signet style in a way, right? Almost. Just the way that big diamond is really your anchor in the center. I'm not even doing $7.99. Let's make it $777 and really go wild. Because that'll be $6.99 at checkout. On a band that should be far more than that by itself? Yes. What's that? Oh, okay. Did Steve need to see it again? No? Okay. Few pieces from earlier are going. Few pieces from earlier are going as well. $699 and a little bit busy on our phone lines, so please bear with us and be patient with us. So we are very busy on the phone lines right now. We can't get anyone through, but that doesn't mean you're not going to get one. It just means you have to wait about 30 seconds to have an operator helping you out. $699. So again, the band ring, if that was just a band ring, I've never had, in all my years here, I've been here 9 years and a couple months, I have never had a simple band. Never had a band with no stones in it. Just never have brought you like a true gold band. Never, not once, never. I would remember it if I did. And we have to realize that in today's day and age, with the width of that band alone, if it did not have a big old 30-point diamond, would be more money. It would be more than $699. It has to be and it would be, and that's just the way it is. It's welcome to the gold world, and you want to get in gold. For everybody who says, but if gold's so expensive, why would I buy it? Because it's going up. because 4,100 we never thought we'd see. And now people scoff when they hear $6,500 an ounce being thrown out as a possible estimation and hypothesis of what gold is going to do in the coming days here. And I'm not talking about maybe tomorrow, but I'm talking about 2026, which is a month away. So I would not say, well, I can always get gold. TVON will always be able to bring me a band at $6.99. Oh, no, we will not. We shouldn't be doing this now. But it's a request, and it's a sale event, and it's 10% off, and you take advantage of it, and we've got a few to go around, and we're still busy on the phone lines. That's why you take it today. That's why you get it while it's here, because you mark my words. I'm the same one who was up here 2 years ago saying gold was going to $4,000 an ounce, and I had literally people reach out to me and said, you are absolutely crazy for saying that. And I wasn't saying it because I was, I'm not some kind of, super clairvoyant. I just follow the trades. I'm in the business. There's a lot of talk. And right now, for where it's at, people are saying it is not done. And again, we saw back in the day when it was 2,500, we saw the 4,000 come to fruition. So when you hear people spouting off 6,500 an ounce or more, that could very well happen. No one knows for sure, but that's a big increase from where it is now even. So I wouldn't wait until gold bands are going to be completely like cost prohibitive, because I think that's going to be a problem if you got $6,500. And this is because this isn't even priced right now at $4,100. That's an old price tag from an old manufacturing era. So that's very, very different from where it should be today, let alone where it's going. So that's why, and there's also a big 30-point VS diamond in the mix. That's important as well. So here's our last call, $6.99, almost sold out of what we have there. And then I've got a quick yellow sapphire to show you if there's any requests or anything you'd like to see again, please let me know, because we've been doing that we've had a lot of pieces from earlier that because our last 20 minutes are here. This is the time when a lot of the earlier pieces that were still available are now finding their homes. So make sure you get in on anything you're thinking about before somebody else comes in and swoops in and steals it from you, essentially. So that's going to be it, because most of what I've shown you today, is one-of-a-kind jewelry. So want to keep that in mind as well. And then we've got a gorgeous yellow sapphire. Wait till you see this yellow sapphire. Really good yellow sapphire in a wide band of gold, 1128245, and we're down to 20 minutes. Keep those requests coming. This was a request. Isn't that a beautiful thing? For example, that would not have been here unless it was requested. So that's a great thing. Sometimes your requests help out more than just the requester. They can help out a lot of different folks. So here's our yellow sapphire, 1128245. is the yellow sapphire wide band ring. Keep calling on those bands for $6.99. Want you to be able to get one before they are long gone, because that's going to be the reality here. But take a look at this, 177 unheated yellow and the elongated oval and the diamonds burnished in and 53 points there. And you can change it, which, listen, be thankful it's not in the white. It wouldn't even be here if it was in the white gold. And I recommend the white gold. But again, I'll put in $2,000 extra money if you want me to, and you won't pay for it. We're just going to get this out the door right now for $1,999 when it's an unheated Ceylon sapphire in the brightest of yellows. And you can change the gold to, well, go ahead. White gold's what I recommend. It would be just a great way to offset the color, contrast with that beautiful yellow that's so bright and so rich. It looks like a yellow diamond is really what it looks like, but I don't have a carat 77 yellow. And if I did, it would be a lot more pricey than $17.99. And that's where we're at here. So big, big value. If you'd like to get that one, please do. Also have, again, anything else from like last night? I've still got those pieces in front of me if they're still available. And anything else you want to see before we go, it's a good time to just say the word, tell us what you'd like. Of course, that heart-shaped copper bearing, got to show that again. That was $64.99. We've got, oh, the black diamond is still here as well. I'll show you that. We've got, what else? Kunzite pendant, sapphire bracelet. Remember all those multicolored sapphires in the bracelet? That's still here too. If you want to get that, that was $19.99, but really $17.99. So some great big values still hanging out for you. And the spectacular paraiba. I had maybe our biggest paraiba value that I introduced to you last night. We'll show it to you once again because it's hanging out at the moment. If you want that yellow sapphire, let me try it on really quickly for you. Show you what this one looks like. Nice wide band of gold, that's for sure. That's a big one. And all that diamond weight. It's a lot of diamonds built into, kind of like what that last oval did in the band ring. Same way that these diamonds are all set individually, burnished into the band, yellow sapphire. Can't get over that price tag. Let's take a quick look at the paraiba. It's a big stone, carat 91, and clean. Very clean. And there's just not another stone out there that looks like it. It's a beauty. 112-2681, 191 paraiba. Pear shape, pave everywhere, inside under gallery, everything you could want in a custom rare ring. And we got the great value. And one of our biggest savings of the entire show today is right here, and of the event, because we do a really good job of making extraordinary pieces priced well every single day you see them. Sale or not, blowout or not, vault clearance or not. It's always a great value. I think we can all agree on that. There's always a great value. Isn't that the truth? Are there places you wait that you maybe follow all year? And I'm not talking about necessarily TV alone, but maybe it's a department store if they still exist. I don't know, we don't have them out here anymore, but wherever it is that you like to shop. Are there places you shop only when they have a sale? Because it only becomes affordable when it's a sale? Honestly, we're 365 days all about value. We are always, and yes, we only have 5 shows a week, not 7, but we're always here bringing value, always. Every single show, every single item. It's what we stand for, it's what we believe in. If we can't do value, we won't exist. We're here to provide value on great quality. So when you put a sale together, it really is that aha, oh my goodness moment where you have to really look at it for what it is. How can they discount any further off their everyday value? Because it's all we do. And this everyday piece was $29,999. And now it is nowhere near. That's our great everyday value. And how can I prove that? Because paraiba, it's a stone that I consider myself an expert in. I'm going to tell you right now, it's $60,000 and $70,000 a carat for material like that. So if you're at 30 for a 2 carat, that's why it's a value. And really, I know there aren't a lot of places to find it, and I know not everybody's privy to that information because it's not always out there, but you've got to rely on the fact that if it's $60,000 a carat, which is conservative, that's a $120,000 stone plus the gold, the diamonds, everything else. So we're only at 30. That's a great value. But we also understand that it's not our typical price point. So if we're going to get it out the door to a collector here that's part of the TVON family, then we got to do better. And when we do better, that'd be $15,000. But this is not 15, and this is not 14, and this is not 13, and this is not 12. And no 2-carat paraibas that are clean and bright and ultra neon do not go for 15, 14, 13, or 12. They certainly don't go for 10. I'm doing better than that. It's $99.99 plus $1,000 off. And that's $89.99. And if it makes it any easier, you could put $4,500 on one card and $4,500 on another if that makes it a little easier, or what have you. But that is the value. That is the value. Oh, good. Andy, what was she saying just became available? Should I show anything again? She was just telling someone something came available. I'm just going to make sure. So if we need to see it, I'll show it. And there's the paraiba. But here's something exciting. This is copper bearing. Yes, copper bearing. We know that. Paraiba. Let me show you this. A new find out of Brazil. Watch the color. Almost the same. This is so new. They haven't done all the chemical testing yet. But it's tourmaline. It's blue-green. And it's from Brazil. So that's a 312, might end up being the big, who knows? It might be paraiba, and if it is, then it's the biggest value that I've ever shown, ever in my lifetime, 25 years, and $1 billion worth of jewelry. And that's not an exaggeration, it's over $1 billion. Here's what I have, is a 312 stone. It's item number 112665. It also, so it's bigger than the last. It's the blue-green. It's still got the clarity. It's a 312, and then look at all the diamond weight, a full carat in diamonds. It even has more diamonds than the last ring had. It has more diamond weight, and this one is not $99.99. It's not half that at $49.99. It's not $39.99. You want me to give away jewelry? I'm giving away jewelry. We got 12 and a half minutes to do it. Saturday coming to an end. We see you tomorrow for our final day of the week. I'm not doing 39. I'll just keep going. 35, 34, 33. Okay, one caller needs to have this. Let me try it on for you so you can see how gorgeous it is on the hand. Oh, look at that color. I have a 10 carat that's worth a bunch of money. It's exactly this color. Exactly. Minus paraiba, this probably is too. It's a Brazilian tourmaline. We just don't know. I can't call it paraiba until we have clarification that this brand new discovery only from a few months ago has copper, but it's not even 33. Look at that. You can get that one for 10 grand, or you can get this one for even less. Let's make it $32.99. That means you get the whole piece for under $3,000 when you say yes, because $330 is coming off the price. So you're going to have, for $29.69, that piece is coming home. That will go. Now, we have a last request here. Sheila, we've got your pendant coming out next. So Sheila, get ready if you want to get on the phone lines now. Joanne, what were you offering over there to your shopper there? Oh, did that come available? Oh, so you already knew who wanted it and got, oh, thank you for that. All right, we're going to go, Tony, the reason I'm doing this is because we want to go back to up close, yeah. So that'll be $29, thank you. All right, so wonderful. Okay, so guys, this is under $3,000. Sheila, I know you're waiting for your indicolite. I've got it coming up. So that's going to be, again, under $3,000, $29.69. Is that right? $29.69. My math is not very sharp right now. But that's what happens on Saturday morning. Yeah, it is $29.69. Okay, felt like, I don't know. Let me think about that. Let me just, sometimes just instinct. All right, so that's going to be amazing. That's a gorgeous, why? Why would that ever stay here? Tell me now. A tourmaline with blue green, a carat in diamonds, and it's under $3,000, under $1,000 a carat for a stone like that? Clarity, neon, glow, beauty, brilliance, everything. And all the big diamonds. Oh, and a really nice finishing behind it as well. So everything about it, pretty specialty there. All right, so let's show Sheila her pendant. 8893 is the number. Boy, this is heavy. It's like holding up a brick, Sheila. I hope you have a strong neckline because this is really a heavy piece. It's like a dog tag, styling almost, but all stone. 1124, we had the most gorgeous, this was about the end of the show last night, a few hours ago. We had a last second, I think it was Vicky actually, and she had a last second request for a an indicolite pendant. So I'm having like a deja vu moment. Here's another indicolite pendant done in platinum, solid. Look at that. Look at the cutouts on the side. Great, radiant. That's a fancy cut. You can see it there. 1124 is the size. They're calling it a baguette. It is nothing of the kind. It is a gorgeous, elongated, fancy radiant. It has 50 points in diamonds all the way around it and through the bail. And there's only one. Wow, Sheila, if you love, because true indicolites are hard to find. We all know this. So if that's really what you're looking for here, is not, you know, the blue greens, you want that true color. Look at that. That's a great looking stone. I got to get you a length measurement on it. I don't think I've ever shown this before. Otherwise, it would have the length measurement up there. Let me give you a great look at it here. That's going to be, yep, it's 1.5 inches or, yeah, a little more maybe, tad bit, little tiny bit more than 1.5 inches. So we'll call it 1.5 inches. We'll show it on the neckline here for you as well and give you the greatest value. And that, okay, now we're getting to see the liveliness, the movement, and I'm just, instead of me moving, I'm moving the pendant, because that'll make you less dizzy at home. And so there it is. You can see all those great colors, all that great faceting. Let's go back up close and give it a great old discount here. This is a very important piece. $17,999 is where it started. That is where it began. Let's go lower than $10,000, $9,000. 8765. I mean, come on, we got to move some jewelry. We got 8 minutes to do it. And that new fine Brazilian tourmaline still here if anybody would like it, so call me. But let's make this even better than even $49.99, and it's $11.24, big time size. First caller gets it $39.99 and $400 off that price. Voila. $35.99 at checkout, and the true blues and the fabulous cutting. And let me tell you, you'll be very impressed with the weight. We love weighty jewelry. Jewelry's a, you know, obviously metal weight is very important when it comes to quality. It's a big quality indicator. So to get that at $35.99, very impressive. Let me know. Okay, we've got our last call on the show. Just a few moments left. We see you in the morning. So we're only here Wednesday night through Sunday morning or afternoon. So what we do is Monday, Tuesday, we don't have shows. So your shopping kind of has to take a little break. So what we're going to do is remind you that we have a 10 to 1 Pacific time show tomorrow, as we do every Sunday. And we're going to have that be the finale of this week. But of course, we'll be back with you on Wednesday, okay? So it's Sunday, then Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday mornings or daytime. Maybe you're on the East Coast and it's afternoon. Lucky you. It's afternoon out here too now. So here we go, guys. That's it. All right, Sheila's going to leave it behind for anybody. I'm going to do a little recap here for you. We're going to just remind you of a few pieces we've had in the show. I'm going to start with some tourmalines. There's my purple paraiba. That's only $26.99. I got to include the blue-green here. That's also going to be under $3,000 at checkout. That's one for the ages. Here's that blue-green paraiba that's $99.99. Don't forget to ask about anything else from the show. You never know white. Look at that. Look at those stones up there. Are gorgeous, aren't they? And then we also had our tremendous, I got to show this to you. This is a really good black diamond. It's a huge size, 4 carats in a diamond. How many of you own a 4-carat diamond? You can. And you will if you want the black diamond. That's a 408 with the 77 points around it. That was here earlier, $19.99. And then also want to remind you, we had this really affordable band style, 18 karat white gold. Let me show you this band with the red, white, and blue. That's going to be only $777 for that sapphire, ruby, and diamond in 18 karat gold band ring. So that's here for you. $777 is really $699 at checkout. So a big value there. And what else? Well, of course, the superstar of the day. And you may have missed it. We debuted it a couple of hours ago. Let me show it again, and I'll make a little room for it up front, because by far the most popular was our two-tone yellow and white gold combo ring. I'm going to show you the wave style band. It's the double wave in this band ring that is going to be a $9.99 deal at checkout. Very popular earlier. We've only got a couple left. I'm hesitant if I should even show it again and light up those phone lines, but if you missed it earlier, that is where we have rose gold and white gold together. We have yellow gold and white gold together, and then we have an all white gold option as well. And that is 101 in diamonds in this beautiful curved style band. So it's really easy to stack. It's beautiful to wear anywhere on the hand. And that is going to be $11.11, but at checkout it's $9.99. So you've got a great value there. And I'll show you the all white gold on the hand here. I've been wearing these throughout the day on my right ring finger as well. It looks so good stacked. You can take it, put it on with other things. You can wear it on its own. Look at how beautiful. That's all one ring because the double row is what makes it cool. That's what's built in. It's a double row in pave. Each side, one side goes from larger to smaller diamonds. The other side goes from smaller to larger. And so what that does is it's going to give you that perfect even. The band itself is the same width all the way around, but has that great little curve across the finger. So it's really pretty. And it looks great stacked, as you'll see here. I just put a couple together right now, so you can see how great that looks together. And somebody was doing that earlier. A lot of you picked up more than one because they're under $1,000 each, so you could get two for under $2,000. Stack them, very easy to layer and stack and create really a specialty look there. So that's going to end up being $9.99. Last call on this wheel. If there's anything else you'd like to know more about or check on availability beyond what you're seeing on the wheel, there are a few other, I know the big tanzanites are here for you as well. And Sheila, that request for that indicolite, that's still here also. And then of course, everything that's up here on this wheel from $777 all the way on up to $99.99. But that's only going to be this paraiba. This one, for example, if you want that blue-green, that's going to be under $3,000 at checkout. Just really incredible buys there. So let us know. We're down to about 3.5 minutes here, so it is final call on the show. You do need to call now. Phone lines are not open all day, every day. They're just here while we're here. So you got to make sure you take advantage and shop the show, okay? Shop the show, get the values, and things are about to sell out here, especially that wave ring. That was just, again, I was debating whether I should even recap it because it was so popular earlier and we're so limited with what we have left. But again, the wave band ring will be $9.99 at checkout. That paraiba in the center is that purple paraiba. It's a big size. It's a 3-carat plus, or it's a 346 as a matter of fact. So you get a really tremendous size with that purple paraiba in the middle. I highly recommend it. Give me a call. We're here in the last 2-minute territory. It's like 2 minutes and 55 seconds till we sign off for the afternoon. We see you tomorrow. It's at 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central Time, and 1 p.m. Eastern. So be sure and join me. Our big Sundays. Okay, so Sundays, I've been doing Saturday and Sunday mornings since we started. Guys, Sunday is a do not miss show. And I don't always tell you what's coming up. But let me tell you right now, because it's all I'm authorized to say, with 2.5 minutes left to go on our Saturday. Let me tell you that tomorrow is a do not miss Sunday, okay? Be with me tomorrow. You may want to just delay that Sunday brunch and make it more like a late afternoon lunchtime, because you want to be with us tomorrow morning for our big 3-hour show. We have 2 minutes left. We're very busy on the phone lines. Guess what? A lot of those bands, 101 bands, are going out the door. They're $9.99 at checkout. And anything else you'd like, Black Diamond is gone. Thank you so much. The Black Diamond is item number 112. Did I lose it? There it is. 112-8630 on the Black Diamond. Last call, paraiba. I would get that blue-green. If you don't have the $10,000 to do the paraiba, go with this gorgeous new fine Brazilian blue-green. Really, truly. Look at that. Go with the blue-green here with the clarity and the pop, the 1-carat diamond weight. That is under $3,000 after your discount. Incredible value, one only, full carat in diamonds. Take it while it's here, because I have a very strong feeling that's not going to last the last minute or two here, okay? So we're here for a couple minutes after we go off the air. The phone lines stay open for us for a couple minutes, okay? So give us a call if we can help you with anything. Thank you again for being with us today. Hope you enjoyed it. Boy, I hope you picked up something from this show. What amazing values we've had all day long, and keep the calls coming. We're here for you. But again, last call on anything on this wheel, because pieces do go after the show. I mean, you have no idea. We stay so busy on these weekends, especially while it's still light out in daytime, you know. This is where, again, people are calling after the shows, taking up everything we got from the day. And once again, very busy on the phone lines right now. This happens at the end of every single show. So take advantage of what you like. I'm here to speak about anything as well. If you have questions that you'd like to ask, it's totally fine. Or you can email, or you can call in, or you can message through any of the social media channels. But here we go. Last chance, last call. Thank you so much. Again, join me tomorrow. Must see, must be with us. We got a big continuation of our vault clearance buy to 25, but a Sunday you will not soon forget. So that's tomorrow. Starts at 10. Be here at the beginning. 10 o'clock Pacific, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. I can't wait to see you then. And hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your Saturday. Happy holidays, one and all. And let's join together to shop up a storm tomorrow. It's going to be an amazing Sunday. So I'll see you then. For now, I'm Lauren Blair from all of us here at TVON. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow.